Awesome. We are live. All right, welcome everybody back to the stream.
Yay!
We
Oh,
last time that we left off, the party went to Bramble Dust, met the Bramble Dust themselves, and they had a nice little family reunion, had a lot of pie and cake, and heard about some goblins as Seamus had a small flashback and ended up going and chasing the goblins. They took a lot of them out. One got away, and they also fought an awakened tree. Um, and this is where we will leave off, or well, where we will start. So, what's everybody doing now that the tree's dead and the goblins have been piled all on top of the tree?
I'm
well,
gonna. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna look on the ground, see if I can track the goblin
All
that got
right,
away.
roll a perception. What's everybody else doing?
well, we're gonna strip the the rest of the goblins of their anything that's you know of worth, and
Okay.
just leave it on the side, and then burn the bodies on the tree.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay. Um,
Sure.
Go ahead and make a investigation check. I know we already checked. Pretty sure you guys got stuff. Did you guys get loot off of the goblins and stuff last time or not?
Uh,
No, I don't believe we did we?
Yeah, you guys. I know you guys got some gold and some stuff. I think.
I have a note that Moriam finds a note on the tree.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got a note.
All right, so you
Haven't
did
looked
get.
at it yet though.
All right, and then go ahead and go ahead and make as you're piling bodies. Go ahead and make another investigation check for me.
Who would
And
be? Oh, me. Yeah.
Hey, I'll make it as well.
yeah, go ahead.
See if I know anything.
Anyone helping with the bodies can make one. Seamus, you got a 17 on perception. As
Yep.
you're looking across the ground, kind of looking through, you've fought these foes before, and you do see some broken branches and stuff running off in a uh, eastern direction.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead a little bit ahead. Um, I'm gonna stop up to this point. Gonna look back at the rest of the party,
All right.
and I'm gonna yell, "The lost one went this way."
Alrighty. And then with you guys' investigation checks, you get the note. You find where's it at? 4
Say
gold
dirty 20.
and 5 silver. And Magpie, as you guys are piling bodies onto the tree, you see a piece of leather down in the tree's mouth.
Hmm? Okay, I'm going to take a closer look at it and grab onto it and tug it.
All right. As you put it down in there, it's kind of in the sap a little bit. Go ahead and make a strength check, low DC.
Oh, thank goodness. How about a 10?
A 10 is exactly what you needed. You reach in and you pull it out, and it is a covered leather journal.
Sap covered. A sap covered leather journal. Suffering
Yes.
Do we see it?
Yeah, you see him pull it out especially with the passive 16 and 14. You guys
I
see him
got
pull it
sap
out.
on my I got sap on my tongue. Here, writing girl, a book.
So you hand the book to Cinder, and that's what you guys get from the goblins and the tree.
I'm using I'm using one of my talons to try to scrape the sap off of my beak.
All right. Easily enough done.
Good time for prestidigitation.
That would be great for a prestidigitation. But with
Right.
your beak being made of what it's made of, it's easy to kind of scrape it off the beak. Your feathers, on the other hand, and with the hand that you went to go grab it, those feathers are a little mucky right now. And you guys hear as you get them piled up, and I'm sure Morium's lighting a bonfire on them.
As soon as I get the okay from everybody else, yes.
All right. Anything else you want to do with the bodies in the tree?
I don't think so.
All right.
We'll help you in a minute.
Do we want to take any of the bark of the tree for future usage or anything like that? Or is it any use to anybody? Maybe, no, maybe not. We're fine. Light it up.
All right. You light it up like a Christmas tree left over from Christmas, and it just catches and goes. Yeah, just woof, almost like you put gasoline on it. And you now have a sap-covered leather journal and a note and a Seamus running off.
Must kill. Oh, goblins.
I say we follow Seamus.
All right, everybody follows
Okay.
Seamus in a easterly direction, chasing after this goblin.
Yes.
You guys are running for a little while. Seamus, go ahead and make a perception check if anybody wants to do anything to help him look for this goblin.
I'm
Describe what.
flying overhead. Give him advantages. I'm flying overhead.
Yeah, we'll give him an advantage at least.
Okay.
One of us will.
20's the highest.
20's the highest.
So I'm gonna go toward the ground, pick some stuff up, taste it.
It
You want
tastes
this way.
gross and salty.
Tastes like goblin. He definitely went in this direction.
All right. And as you're running through these trees, you're running and running, and you get out to the edge of the trees, opening back up into the desert, and there's not a goblin to be seen.
He's probably hiding somewhere. It's too open for him to get out of our sight. He's hiding somewhere in these trees. Gonna make a perception roll.
All right. Perception, looking specifically at the trees.
Just around, and I rolled a 3.
Looking
I'm
up in the,
up and down.
you're up and down looking too.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and roll, and you can roll or however you want to do it.
18.
18. Up in the trees above, you do see some leaves rustling, kind of shaking.
Okay.
Let
I
me-
yell to Seamus, there, up in the tree.
and
All
you-
right, I
you
get out
see-
my axe, my hand axe,
All right.
and I just wildly toss it into the direction of the rustling leaves.
Alright, go ahead and roll an attack with disadvantage.
14 on the lowest.
14. 14 is enough to hit the goblin. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Okay, so 7 damage, and that was my hand axe of returning.
Yep, comes back to you. And you see it fall and tumble and tumble and tumble and hit the ground. And let me go ahead and just roll the. It doesn't really need much as long as it rolls above it, too. All right, it's dead on the ground.
Oh man.
Was going to question it.
Shame. I had some questions of my own. Oh well, and I take my axe and decapitate him.
Oh, head pops off and it's just laying there lifeless.
Well, he wasn't able to get help, and fortunately, no information. But well, I guess we got what we came for then.
You know, Seamus, we probably could have mended his wounds, healed him, tied him up first. He was only freshly dead. Now he's all dead.
Seamus kind of looks a little puzzled. He's like shocked he didn't think of that.
So the next one we find, just remember, before the axe come down on head, which I'm not against, by the way, this is okay, but we want question. Before axe hit the ground, stop and go, Morium, Morium, come, fix. We tie up and fix, okay?
Murder is good. Laughter better.
All right. If you you have a dead goblin on the ground and you're on the edge of the forest looking out into forest to the left, desert to the right.
I look over the guy. I'm being that guy, creepy guy. I look over at Magpie. Do you want to check the pockets there, bird?
Nah, why not?
It could have shinies.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
All right. Well, what does a 23 find for me?
All right. You look this goblin over really well. You see every nook and cranny of this goblin, and you find you find let me see. You find three
Soiled
copper pieces
3 copper
and
pieces.
1 gold and no silver.
Gold. No.
And you also
That's it.
find a small parchment.
I'll pull it out and unroll it. Can I read it?
It's just pictures, so you can read it. If you want to make a perception or investigation to kind of see where it leads to, see how much information you get out of it.
I'm gonna use my investigation if that's okay.
Go for
I'd
it
like to assist.
with advantage.
And that's gonna be 21 on the first roll. We're gonna stick with that 21.
All right, sounds good. You're looking at the map and you're kind of turning it upside down and you're turning it sideways and you flip it all the way around and you look and it shows the tree line on it. Lines up with the tree line where you're at and it points off into an eastern direction with an X.
Hey, bunny girl. Bunny girl. Magpie found a map.
Oh, well, let's have a look see.
I rotate it flat and relay pointing out the landmarks that I just correlated on the map.
All right, you see the correlation between where you're at and you see you see a perforated line to an easternly direction that kind of veers a little bit north with an X in the top right corner of the map.
I wonder if there's more goblins there.
More goblins mean more shiny. Yes.
Might
More.
have a wife there too.
That's a possibility.
Can you help me take this body and put it back on fire? The fire's still burning.
It is definitely still burning.
So, just a moment of darkness kind of comes over Seamus, and in a dark, kind of raspy, deep voice, you hear him say, "Just leave him there for the scavengers."
I can take him up, drop him into fire, no problem. Goblin airdrop.
Yes, we can do Seamus, I don't mean to offend, but only because we are near Cinder's relatives home that I don't want to leave reason for them to come and other goblin come and attack the bramble dust.
Fair point.
That's only. But I do appreciate how much you hate these things. I'm not fan either, but leaving them to do this is just about as bad as burning them alive or
Think
dead.
about Think about it this way, Featherless. Goblins come back here, the mighty bone tree, burn skeletons of their brethren. Goblin will think, no want part of this. Go home. Yes. Sign you have left. Ominous sign, yes?
Cinda, I think I'm learning more back. I got some words of that.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Indeed.
They're not in the right
I
order for me,
I
but
think it would be a good idea to not leave a mess behind.
burn.
Bird, go
Uh,
burn the goblin.
All right.
You know,
You scoop up the
I
goblin
jump
and its head.
my talons, fly up, drop the goblin. I've got his head and carrying him by an ear with my beak and the body. I just fly over, drop him, and circle and come back down.
Yeah, as you're
Oh,
as you drop it, it from everybody on the ground's view, it kind of looks like the scene where I have it in my head, but I can't get the words. Falling into lava. Uh, yeah. Anyway, my I've got so many things going on in my head that whole reference got screwed up.
I'm thinking I'm holding on the precious.
Yeah. um, and yeah, that's it. That's the one. um, and he flies back to you, and you're standing there, and as he's kind of flying off, Cinder, you're looking at the map, and you're kind of trying to map out with some different rocks and things that are around, and you have a pretty good
Yep.
idea of what direction to head, and you don't really know how long it'll take you to get to the X, but you know a direction.
I also want to go through
Um,
that note we found too.
All right.
so why don't we do that? Why don't we? So I put the book in my in the bag of holding,
What's
just
it?
in case. Um, so we'll take the book out and we'll take a look at it. And at the same time, I'm going to give everybody 2 good berries and let them know that they heal for 1 dagger strike each,
Hmm.
and they fill your belly.
Ah!
All right.
Oh, not supposed to eat them now?
I did not know birds could burp.
um, all
Maybe
right.
this one.
As you crack open the journal, sap just kind of sticks the pages together, but you do see a very familiar handwriting, and it is the handwriting of your dad, Ivan.
I think this is Papa's notebook.
Okay.
With a little bit of cleaning up and stuff, it'd be a little bit more legible, but since pages are sticking together and things, you'd have to clean it a little bit. Um, the note that Morium got, you're looking at the note, and it says, I had it. Within the rock, within the nose, that's where the goblin goes.
Oh,
And Magpie, it sounds familiar to you from where you're from.
nose, nose. Wait. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Within the rock, within the nose, that is where the goblin goes.
I was going to say again, again, again.
Ah. Should I roll a history check or should I just say what Magpie would remember?
Just say what Magpie would remember. Actually, I want to see what you
Who's
remember.
that? Lincoln. Lincoln has hole in his nose.
Lincoln does.
Lincoln has hole in his nose.
Indeed.
Legendary shinies in the hole in nose.
Oh, wait a sec. Doesn't Teddy, Washington, and the other guy also have holes in their nose?
I don't know. Do you have hole in your nose?
Yes. Yes, I got two.
Oh,
Magpie, you do know
Yeah.
that the other three are just illusions, as far as you know.
Yeah. Something illusions. There's illusions in area. But Lincoln has a hole in his nose. Oh, they're false faces. Yes. Lincoln has hole in nose. Legendary shinies in the hole.
Okay. Hmm. So Lincoln has a
Magpie,
hole in his nose.
Magpie not go pick around in Lincoln's nose.
Roughly how far of a journey would that be?
A while.
I don't suppose they're going anywhere. Should we at least head back and deliver the journal?
Agreed. We should go right away. Have a rest. Some more soup.
Or pie. All right, so you guys head back through the woods, past the burning pyre of goblin and tree, and uh, are you just letting the fire burn until it burns out?
Still not being attacked or not being.
Fuck trees. Fuck trees.
It,
Oh,
it's far. It's far enough from the outskirts. It's not going to be a problem.
It is a little bit. It is a good clearance between it and the other trees around it.
Then we'll let it burn.
All right.
Go on. I'll catch up with you. Just gotta sit here and watch it burn for a bit.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So you sit there and stare into the flames as the others head back towards town. And as you're sitting there staring into the flames, you're seeing the flames dance and move. And then you start seeing shadows in the flames of the goblins burning, reminding you of the battles that you've fought and the bodies burning all over the battlefield. Uh, from big flaming rocks being thrown by trebuchets to magical fire. And as you're looking, you swear you see the face of your kid in the flames.
I just kind of, I imagine I'm kind of like sitting down, kind of my axe kind of up, the heavy parts on the bottom, just kind of holding it. I'm clenching the handle tighter and tighter.
Then, as you watch the fire burns, it just turns back into just fire, and after a little bit, you get up and head back towards town. You all reconvene at the mansion.
Quickly look back at the fire before I go, and just scoff, "Good riddance." Then continue on back.
All right, you guys all reconvene at the Bramble Dust Mansion. As you
Excellent.
walk in, uh, you see in the lounge area, you see Ivan passed out in his chair, cigar still ash on the end of it. It's burnt itself out, and your mother's sitting there kind of picking up things and plates and getting things cleaned up a little bit. And as you walk in, she's like, "Oh, did you have fun on your adventures?"
Mm, uh, yeah.
It was very intriguing, Mom. It was well, we ran into some goblins, and I think we found Dad's journal.
Oh, well, he'll be very happy to hear that whenever he wakes up in the morning. Um, you guys
I
need a place.
don't suppose
What was that?
I don't suppose anybody around here can clean it up, though. It's a little on the soiled side.
Oh, well, here, let
He
me
did not.
take it. I can get it fixed.
Mm-hmm. Is there any
And what
more
is a
pie?
journal?
Oh, pie? Yeah, I believe they're. And she kind of points over to a corner, and you see like three pies that all have like one slice taken out of them.
Thank you. I'll make my way from here. I appreciate it. I go ahead to the pies, and I start mound.
Mm,
She's like,
need bread?
bread? Yeah, we should be able to. There should be some bread around here somewhere. And she's looking around. She's like, wow, we forgot the bread. Hmm. I can get some
Mm,
bread for you, though. Don't worry.
okay. Thank you.
And she looks over at Cinder and she goes, he really likes his pie, doesn't he?
He really likes his pie.
Uh,
He
I'm a,
likes your pies.
I'm a growing turtle.
hey, a growing turtle eats pies. And,
Mm,
and
from magpie, bread and water is a
Turtle
feast.
pie. Now, doesn't that sound delicious?
now
Oh,
Cinder.
where would we get pickle from?
Not this turtle. Not this turtle. He's
Oh,
quite a great
darn.
companion.
Okay.
And
But if you turn bad, then we have soup.
so now canon in the world is bird soup and turtle soup.
Mm, and
uh,
for cod, we taste like chicken.
Battle of the soups. Um, and
Uh,
then so
noodle
she's
soup. Magpie noodle soup. No.
she goes off into the back room and comes back with a thing of small meats and some breads, and she's like, "Oh, well, here, you guys eat up, and you
Ah,
we do have some rooms up on the
mm,
second floor if you wanna if you guys do need to crash for the night. I know you guys must be tired. Uh, the bathroom is
Thank you
down at
for
the end
the.
of the hall.
What do you say, companions? Should we stay for the night and
Oh yes,
depart in the morning?
yes.
Aye.
magpie tired.
All
I
right.
know I could use some rest and some healing up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I must dream up new shenanigans. Yes.
Um, Morium, would you like me to have a pie sent up to your room?
Well, of course.
Um,
Woody.
breakfast?
How would it not be an option?
Breakfast, or would you like it now?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let uh I'll let the cooks know. And she shows you guys up to your room as she's talking to you, Cinder, and learning about some of your adventures and things that you've been on. And she shows you each to your rooms. You each have your own rooms. And as she goes to take you into your room, Cinder, she says, "You know, it's a big world out there, and it can be pretty dangerous. But just remember, we're always here for you."
Well, I appreciate that, Mom. I know I still have that recipe that you guys gave me of my favorite stew, of the family's favorite stew, and I just keep it close to my heart and everywhere I go.
Um, well, can we borrow that real quick? Because I have a feeling that the stew kind of got a little messed up over time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I hand it over.
She takes it and she scribbles it down real quick on a piece of paper and hands it back to you. Thank you. It just hasn't tasted the
Absolutely.
same. But Mooney seems to be doing better now that he's seen you, so hopefully that'll help.
Oh, I miss him so much.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
And she closes the door. And is there anything anybody else would like to do before bed? Your pie does get delivered. A nice apple pie. And you guys get a long rest.
More
Yay, long rest.
in his armor.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that Morion doesn't wear armor. He's not concerned about his figure.
Costumes. The
Um,
halfling costume is gonna fit.
It's all everything's in the shell, baby.
it's all elastic.
All elastic.
um, now, Morium, as you're sleeping, you fall into a very deep sleep. And in this sleep, you start hearing noises of children's laughter, of the circus, and you hear the clowns laughing and the people playing games and having fun. And as you're walking through the carnival, you go up to a tent, and inside that tent is a lion, completely uncaged. Everything, he's just sitting there. And in your hands, as you look down, you see a whip and a chair. And as you're standing there, what do you do?
I will yell at the lion and crack the whip.
All right, as you yell at the lion and you crack the whip, the lion turns to you and looks at you, starts snarling, and I need you to roll initiative.
What have I done? I'm going very slowly. That's what I've done.
All right, let me get that
Yeah.
pulled up real quick.
Look at it.
All right, and roll for lion, and lion goes first. The lion leaps up from its perch, running at you, and jumps up into the air. And I'm going to roll a dexterity check for it. The lion jumps and pounces right on top of you, making a bite attack. It's going to be, does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
All right. Find my, where are you? Where are you? You are D8.
Oh,
You
I'm gonna
take
die.
6 bite damage, piercing damage,
Okay.
and you are prone on the ground. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm prone or am I incapacitated? I'm just
No,
knocked to
you're
the
just
ground, right?
knocked on the ground. Yeah, you're knocked on the ground as it hit you down and took a bite.
Okay. So I've got a chair in my hand, right?
You have a chair and a whip.
Okay, so I'm on the ground like this. Did anything fall in my hand?
Nothing fell out of your hand. You still have the chair by the top of it. It's one of those that has like the slats in it. You have it by the top,
Yeah.
and you still have the whip in your hand.
Okay. So while I'm prone, I'm just gonna just let go of the chair,
Okay.
and then I'm going to um yeah, probably let go of the chair. And with my other hand, I'm gonna do the flick, and I'm going to cast catapult with a level 2 and fling the chair into this thing as quickly as it can possibly go.
All right. Roll to hit.
Dex 15.
Oh, Dex 15.
Nope. Dex 15 safe.
That is a 8.
Okay. So the chair will take as much damage as I'm doing to the lion. I'm assuming the chair will probably not make it, so we're gonna have a little. Oh, that's a crappy roll.
All right. So it takes the lion takes 13 damage,
Mhm.
and as
And
you loose the
yeah, go ahead.
chair, flinging it at the lion, it hits it in its face, and it steps back about 3 steps, and is a little dazed. It will have disadvantage on its next attack.
I'm okay
It's
with this.
going to. Is that it for you?
So since it's not on me anymore, I'm going to use my movement to stand.
Okay, you stand. All right, you're now standing. It's going
Yep.
to make a claw attack at you.
All right.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
All right. It sits there. It goes to slash at you, but you've been in this predicament before, and you kind of just dodge out of the way, and it's your turn.
I'm actually going to then I'm going to cast another spell on it, my Mind Spike,
All right.
and that's a Wisdom save from him.
17? No, 15.
DC, it would be DC 15.
Okay. It fails.
Phil. Okay. So doing 14 points of damage, and for the next hour, I know its whereabouts, as long as it doesn't leave this plane of existence, wherever the hell I am.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
All right. As the lion's sitting there and you've hit it a couple of times and it was a little dazed and stuff, and it just kind of sits down and looks at you, and it ends its turn.
Okay. Lion, you go back to your cage right now.
All right.
Oh, missed the first two things.
Oh, as you command it to go back to its cage, it kind of walks back around this barrel and kind of curls up inside the cage, and it's just sitting there looking at you.
I walk over carefully and I close the latch on the cage.
You close the
If it,
latch on the cage, and it just sits there, and you hear it kind of doing that chuffing thing that. And then you wake up. You can go ahead and add a inspiration to your character as you have conquered one of your fears.
oh, okay.
That could have gone a lot worse, but
One question: Do I take? Do I have? Does or this is while I was sleeping?
yeah. So when you wake up, you're back to full hit points and everything. You can go ahead and take another long rest if need be.
Yeah, I clicked it already because I assumed it was over. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And this is one of the first steps towards getting over that fear. And all right, it's morning time. Everybody had their nice long rest. You wake up feeling invigorated, and you you hear Ivan just, can somebody please shoot that turkey? As you guys are stirring and getting up out of bed, and as you wake up, Morium, on your nightstand is a nice breakfast pie with eggs and bacon, almost like a skillet, but in a pie form.
I'm gonna I immediately take half of it and put that in the bag of holdings as a for later kind of a thing.
All right, go ahead and you can add that half to your bag of holding and eat the other half. I'll say that it's probably about 4 slices that you saved and you ate the other 4.
Hmm.
All right. And as you guys head downstairs, you see Ivan sitting there in his chair, just kind of rubbing his head. He's like, "Man, I haven't drank like that in years." Oh, so
I get my dad a glass of water.
oh, thank you, darling. Oh yeah, you're back. Sorry, I got a little crazy last night. What
Oh, we all
what did I say anything or do anything weird?
Maybe
I
So,
don't think so.
oh yeah.
That's between you and the sheep.
Yeah,
anything to do. Yeah.
I like the way you think. Um, so I do remember something about you guys needing some work or something like that. Crap. Well, what I was going to tell you guys is that there's a group of goblins that broke in and they stole a journal from me. I believe they ran off into the woods behind the house. Do you guys want?
Yeah, about that, mate.
I have enough
Are you
magic.
offering a reward for this, there, Papa?
Um, I'm sure we could work something out. If you guys did want to do it.
How quickly could you work something out?
What do you guys need? I
No, it's okay. Cinder, you explain.
Well, I already brought the journal back and gave it to Mama.
Oh, man, you guys work fast.
Yes,
We're
in
good.
territory.
Cinder,
Yeah.
Cinder's good.
Well,
Complete mission before it starts.
well, you guys. Wow, Cinder, you must have picked up your speed from your brother. Um, he was always a quick one. Oh,
Well, sure.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if you guys already got the journal, and about that time you see your mom come in and with the journal all clean and wrapped in linens, and uh, she brings it over and sits it in front of him, and he opens it up and he looks through it real quick, and he's like, "Okay, good, awesome. Um, crap. Reward. Is there anything that you guys need? Something you're looking for? A favor,
No,
maybe? Future
the pie
favor?
is
Pie? I could do a lot of pie. You know, we're about to get rid of all these pumpkins. I mean, they got to go somewhere.
maybe if we need something, we call you.
I could do that. I could do that. Um, yeah. If you need me, just call me. Let me know. I mean, anything for my baby girl.
Seeing
Honor.
my family was so much reward already.
There's a map that we found. Perhaps they could give us. Maybe they're familiar with the area.
Oh, that is
Funny
smart.
girl.
Yeah,
So you
here and
hand him over the map, and he looks at it, and he's kind of looking at it, and you see him get up, and he's like, "All right, follow me," and he runs upstairs and into his office. And as you walk in, the smell of cigar smoke and just office smells. He spends a lot of time there, and he
So it's good to smoke in here, then, is it? I pull
uh,
out my pipe.
sure, yeah, go ahead. You got any extra tobacco? I'll. And he opens up and he pulls out this bone pipe, beautifully carved, and that looks like a ship.
Um, yeah, I reach in my tobacco pouch and I give him a little sprinkle in his pipe.
He packs it in there real quick and lights it up and takes a couple puffs on it as he opens up this big, huge, I mean, huge book and flips it open. And it's just a bunch of maps. And he's moving that map around and trying to figure it out. And he finds the right one that's the um, edge of the forest there. And he's like, okay, well, it goes east and northeast. There's not many markers that way. It's kind of a no man's land over that way. Nobody's really settled there or anything, so I don't really know what's out that way. But It's definitely interesting and perplexing.
Hmm.
This is some good tobacco.
From the finest dwarven stock. Some of the valley dwarves take good pride in growing their tobacco fields.
Oh, nice. There we go. That's fixed. Um, good stuff. Good stuff. Here for packing my pipe here, and he hands you this little bitty pouch that has some tobaccos in it. And so this comes from back where we're from, up in Canada. It has a little sweet flavor to it.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
Yeah, just
We'll have to
take the pouch with you. You may need some more for the road.
I might have to get you in contact with some of my people who might be able to negotiate some trade routes.
Hey, I mean, as long as the village is still up there, we haven't been there in a good 20 years, so
A little gulch.
yep, Little Gulch. But as far as
Smell like a little gulch.
yeah, you're getting like the smells of home, like
Yeah.
your dad sitting by the fireplace reading a book with his pipe and looking over charters and maps and things and but he's like, I don't really know what's out that way. We haven't explored that far that way. We only have maps of places that we've been and explored. We've sent the scout teams out and stuff, but I mean, it is kind of interesting. And you said you got this off of a goblin?
Yeah.
Hmm. Weird that a goblin would have something this. I mean, even though it's crudely drawn, something this sophisticated. And he just kind of looks at it like kind of confused, wondering if that's even
Uh,
the right word to use.
right, regular goblins aren't that smart, but they're only the smaller versions of the species. There's hobgoblins out there too. They're a little bit smarter, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger.
Hmm. I think we've ran into a few of those before. Yeah,
Down orcs. Orcs. Good. Hmm.
orcs don't have the best penmanship though, so
Hmm.
I don't think it would be a little bit more crude. Anyway,
No voice. Voice in Magpie head. Magpie just talking to himself. Go on and continue narrating.
um, he goes, if you guys want to check this out, be my guest. If you guys need any provisions or anything, kind of about where it's at, I'd say it probably will take you about 3 days to get there. I do recognize a couple of these markers here, but some of them are a little weird.
How about 6 days rations every way? That sound good for the journey there, the journey back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
6 days rations, and I heard you like pie. You're muted.
I still love pie.
You still love pie. Okay, I might be able to come up with a couple of things for you for your rations. And he's like, meet me back in the family room here in about 15 minutes. I'll have some supplies for you.
Wonderful.
I'm
Is
gonna
it
stop and have a bite to eat then.
all right? Are you heading to straight to the kitchen, or are you going to the dining room, or?
Um, I'll go to the kitchen.
All right. As you walk down and you find the kitchen pretty easily, it's right there next to the dining room. And as you open it up, there's I keep forgetting his name. Ralph is just sitting there,
Well,
just slaving away over a pot and grabbing some stuff out of the oven and putting things together.
hey Ralph, do you mind if I join you?
Oh, sure. It'd be just like old days. I'd enjoy
That's
that.
so much fun.
Oh yeah.
And I
Um,
start cooking up omelet.
all right. You're sitting there cooking up an omelet, and you see him putting together these little packages and things, and grabbing stuff out of the oven that he's prepared and packing it all away. So where you been, kiddo?
Well, I was on a plane and I ended up in Vegas, I guess. And then, well, it just our road led us here. It's strange. I mean, I know everyone hasn't seen me in that long, but or hasn't seen me in a long time, but it's not been that long for me.
Hmm, that's interesting. Well, you don't seem to have lost your knack for cooking. As he's looking over at your omelet and kind of
Yep.
winks and shakes his head. He's like, "Keep that skill. It's a good skill to have."
Yeah, thank you.
It's really good to see you. I've missed you a lot.
Oh, it's just wonderful to see you too, Ralph. It's just yeah. What have you been up to?
Just cooking and doing my thing. I built all the houses around town.
Oh,
That's kind of cool, I guess.
fine looking houses.
Yeah, I don't. Apparently, I made them, but I don't really remember making them. It's weird.
No, the
But
town is it looks to be in quite a good order.
oh, well, good. The whole transformation thing and all that. Things get fuzzy and
Yeah, yeah.
uh, well, don't tell your dad. But and he grabs underneath the counter and pulls out a cupcake and hands it to you.
Oh, thanks, Ralph. That's just amazing, and I kind of admire it and smell it, and I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. You eat it and it tastes delicious. It's a good vanilla cupcake with strawberries in
Oh,
it. And as you're sitting there eating it, you see kind of a tear in his eye come up, and he's just shaking his head. Yeah, he's happy. And as you're looking at his face, you see some graying start happening in his beard and his hair. He's definitely getting older.
oh. Well, you're looking good, Ralph,
I try. I do
and
what I can.
it's a damn good cupcake.
Ah, well, I haven't lost all of my skills yet. Still got a thing or two up my sleeve.
That is something else. That cupcake, boy, I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
All right, so she's cooking an omelet and Ralph is putting together packages. What's the rest of you doing?
Eating.
Eating pie.
We're
I
having
am,
breakfast.
What was that, Rach?
Having breakfast.
Breakfast. Bacon and eggs, magpie.
I am munching on a piece of bread and adjusting my rogue spells for the day.
Sounds good. All right, a few minutes pass, and Ralph is like, "All right, I think I got everything together." And you have your omelet, and everybody heads up and meets in the family room. And Ivan's there and hands you these packages, and he hands you, Moriam, these interesting little pockets that he's like, "It's pie, but it's travel pie." He says,
Oh,
"Outside is crunchy, doesn't get all over your hands, but as you bite into it, that's where all the good stuff is."
Oh, like hand pies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to take along.
I will
Hmm.
away with care.
Yeah. So you have about 6 hand pies.
Okay, that's a right number too.
Yeah.
That's 3 for me and 1 for everybody else.
And then he's like, "All right, well, if you need anything on your travels, you know where we are." And it's really good to see you again, Cinder. Um, be safe out there.
Absolutely. We'll be back. We'll uh
Goblin problem is coming back.
we'll be back
This has gone a
soon.
whole day without killing a goblin, so we have to go get find one before he gets all crazy. Just kidding, Seamus.
How many you want alive or dead? Why is everyone looking at Magpie?
Looking at Magpie. You mean literally? Or do we look at him or not look at him? See in there?
We can look at him, just don't make him uncomfortable.
I'm afraid to make eye contact.
Magpie is afraid to make eye contact with Magpie too. Dark things in Magpie.
Magpie
Well,
dark.
then cross your eyes a little bit and maybe it won't be so threatening.
No,
But uncomfortable.
I eat pie.
All right. And you guys are good to head out, unless there's anything else you want to do in the town.
Things
No.
that would get a magpie arrested, yes, but no, would behave.
You say that out loud? Was that the
Just
magpie
like
monologue going through there?
under Magpie's breath.
You know, playing with the beak here. And you know when Magpie's playing with the bottom of his beak, he means business. I just got to interrupt him because he's going to think of something devious. What would Magpie do?
Magpie
Oh,
was
children's
thinking
fingers.
devious things.
Just creepy bird. It is creepy bird. You're letting your inner monologue spill out again. Stop it.
Magpie knows what Magpie said.
All right.
Still don't.
As as you guys are heading out, you guys know the trail back to the edge of the forest where you left, and you guys head out that way and start going along the way. 3 days travel. For the first day's travel, it's 4 of you. Let me just roll this and see who rolls.
We leave our cart with place to sleep. No,
What was that?
don't we have cart? I thought we had cart.
You do have a cart. Are you going to leave the cart through the woods?
Well, no, we can go around. No,
If you want to.
it would be easier. No, to bring cart.
It's
I
up to you.
don't sleep very well in branch of tree. The bird does.
All right. Then you guys get on your cart and start heading around the thing, around the town's perimeter. Moriam, can you go ahead and roll me a d20?
This is not good.
Could be good.
Good.
It's 12.
A 12? All right. You get around the corner and start heading off that way. As you're traveling along the way, the winds kind of pick up a little bit. Dust is kind of flying, but you guys are in a nice covered wagon, except for who's Magpie's driving the wagon? Oh, no, who's driving the wagon?
What it would be the skill required to drive a wagon?
Animal handling.
I'm a +6 for animal handling.
It's going to say make the druid do it.
She also has the horse that's leading it that has a connection with her. So that's a good thing.
Bad.
If you'll go ahead and make a animal handling with advantage for me. Uh, 23. Go ahead and roll with
Now
advantage just in case you get a natural 20.
I selected as advantage, but
It's fine.
it didn't do what I wanted.
Sometimes it doesn't. All right, with a 23, even though the wind's kicking up and it's kind of beating the horses a little bit, you wrap yourself up and you're moving along the way. And the first day of travel goes by fairly easily. Um, you don't get quite as far as you thought you would, but are we making camp for the night, or it's starting to get dark?
We
We
circle the wagon
should.
and make camp.
Circle the wagon.
What kind of terrain are we making camp in?
You are out in the middle of the desert.
Oh boy.
Sandy type.
Sandy.
Well, at least we got a wide view.
It is
Okay,
open,
well,
and it is pretty flat.
I'll come in for a landing.
Alrighty. Let me pull up.
There.
Hmm.
Can
Well,
you
since
see in dark?
I can see in the dark rather well, I'll take second or third watch.
Uh, yeah, that's actually something I'm.
I tried this new spell. I want to try it on someone. Could you stand still for a second?
Ask Bunny Girl, Magpie busy thinking.
It's okay. I pat him on the shoulder and cast dark vision on him.
All right.
Uh, uh,
I believe that gives you 60 foot of dark vision.
yes.
For 8 hours.
Yeah, I would think. Well, he's not Kenku, so I don't think dark vision would come natural to him.
It doesn't. No,
You're an Eric.
go-
I rolled. Yeah, I rolled him before I knew Kenku was a thing.
Kenku is a very frustrating thing to play. Just saying.
You don't want to play Kenku. Don't ever play a Kenku. If you can help it, if you don't play a Kenku, don't play Kenku.
Yeah. I
Ever.
might have to see if I can get a dark vision ring or something at some point.
You have dark vision now.
Yeah, he
How's
just
it
gave.
look? Does it work? Can you see in dark now?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
can see fine.
Now, if need be, you circle
think-
around during you when you watching. Okay.
Yeah.
I can take first watch.
All right, we
Hmm.
got Cinder on the first watch.
And take second watch.
Second watch.
I'll
I'll
take
go.
third.
I'm with Seamus.
All right, so we have Cinder, Mag, and then we have Seamus and Morium. All right, so you guys get camp set up.
Wake
I'm
Magpie up 15 minutes before watch, so Magpie wake up, coordinate eyesight, then take first flight around perimeter, then you go sleep.
Excellent idea.
I don't know what Bird said, but here, Cinder, I give you this too, and I also cast dark vision on Cinder.
All right, so now Cinder has dark vision, and everything becomes shades of gray, but you can see all the cactuses and plants around you.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like clear vision. You've
Yeah.
ever seen that? Like a FLIR gun cam?
That's interesting.
Mhm.
That's very interesting. Wow. Is this what everybody sees?
This is what other people like those that live on the ground. Seamus can see like this too.
Oh,
Takes a little bit to for my eyes to adjust, but eventually, yeah, I can see pretty well.
Imagine
That's
all the
insane.
shinies I could get.
Well, I don't know if you can see the shinies in the dark, even with this type. But
Oh,
I'm
I-
trying to perfect spell, but I don't know if I can get colors. Only black and white. Sorry.
shiny is
That's one thing.
shiny.
I am trying though. I am very hard trying. Maybe
Shiny.
once I get a little more learned, I could figure out how to change spell. But for now, if it's working on both of you, is working. I think probably till morning.
excellent.
All
Yes.
right.
That,
Wait, 6, 8. I'm not exactly sure if you're flying around uh, and everything go black. Don't blame Mario. I'm still new at this.
I'll enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay.
All right, Cinder, go ahead and roll perception for your first watch.
Come on, big bucks, big bucks. 17.
17. You're sitting there, and I'm sure Morium created a fire, so you're nice and warm in this no fire. Then
Oh,
you're
always.
oh always. uh, so you're
Amos
sitting
tells me
there next to the fire, and sorry, lost my lid. Um, you're looking around and you see a little bit of movement around the cactuses and things, but you notice them as just little creatures and stuff hopping around and lizards skittering and but uh with the dark vision you're looking everywhere. You're trying to see all that you can see in the dark, and your watch goes without any issue.
Could you
Excellent.
imagine the terrors that rabbits could become with dark vision?
there would be
Alright.
Yeah,
no
it
Yeah.
would be something.
vegetables in any garden everywhere. They'd all be gone.
Two.
Look at those carrots.
Rabbit
So I
burrowing
wake
in a
up
grave.
Magpie 15 minutes before the end of my watch, and I debrief him and let him know that the only thing that I've magically been able to see is this lizards and small creatures skittering around.
Snacks. Okay,
Yes.
Magpie, go look for things other than snacks.
All right, Magpie, go ahead and roll your perception for the second watch.
Okay. A second. It decided to crash.
All good.
Yeah, I'm just restarting the app.
All good.
Uh,
As you're sitting
is he?
there and you're kind of looking around and stuff, and
Yeah, I'm doing a lazy orbit around the camp.
you're kind of stretching, getting your wings all from being tight because you've been sleeping on the ground. And
Well, sleeping on the ground's not all that
no,
not fun. Okay, here's that perception check. Oh, okay. That's bad. Even for me, that's bad.
you go up into the air and you're circling around and you're seeing clouds at
My
night.
wings would so blue at night. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, clouds. You're kind of looking at yourself, and as you look at your wings, instead of the black that you normally see, it's kind of like a grayish, shiny, almost white every once in a while when it reflects off the moon. And you're flying around. Um, uh, all right, and your watch seems to go unimpeded. You're just enjoying the vision.
Okay, I come back in. Who was next?
Seamus and Moriam are next.
Seamus. Mariam, Seamus. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey, magpie no see bakey.
What time is it?
Time for
for us
you to
to go.
take watch.
Oh, well, all right. Yeah, I rub my eyes and start to sit up.
Magpie no see squat. Good night.
All right.
All right. Um, third watch. You can either each roll or advantage, whatever you'd like to do. Moriam, yours would
We're
be at disadvantage since you don't have dark vision.
I will assist as close to the outside of camp while he looks around.
Sounds good.
So
Go
with
ahead.
advantage,
Yep.
my highest is 12.
12. All right. With a 12.
I'm not helping very much. That's why it's only a 12. Your dice know.
Moriam, you're sitting there and you're watching Seamus as Seamus is walking around the camp. And you see him and he's kind of walking and he's looking, but you can tell he's deep in thought. Um,
Okay.
and he's kind of looking, but he's not really looking. He's just he'll glance up and look, and then he just kind of goes back to kind of muttering to himself and walking around the
I'd
camp.
like to roll an insight to make sure he's he's still sane.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your insight.
Okay. I'm checking to see how insane he looks from a standpoint.
Should I roll anything?
No, you're fine. With a 19, you can tell that he's sane, but you can tell that he's definitely he's sane, but he's not all right. If that makes sense.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
Um, and as you're walking around the camp and you come back over and sit down next to Morium, and your watch goes without issue.
Alright.
In there, bud. It's morning.
Come on, everybody, get up.
Here, I have. Oh no, 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 no! You. I'm not gonna. Okay, fine. I said no, but then so I'm not give you pie. Okay, Cinder pie is breakfast pie.
Oh, thank
Fair
you.
breakfast pie.
Magpie, can you make
Oh,
a Constitution check for me? As a bolt of spell energy comes down, casting silence on Magpie. No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. You're fine. You don't have to roll.
Constitution save. Here.
It's-
The gods are after this one.
That is a serious.
I
Oh,
still
the other two.
battle. Jesus.
Poor
No.
bird.
God must
Okay.
take Magpie off
Bird,
me.
if you don't wake me up with your song, if I could call it song, if you don't wake that song for the rest of the week, I give you good food.
The
1 week.
The pie smells really good, by the way.
Is deal? Pie for no song.
Not shiny. No deal.
All right, no pie for Magpie. He's eating worms.
It was good deal too. I try, everyone. I try.
it's a delicious pie. I mean,
Yeah.
this has got to be
bread.
Ralph.
Do
Or-
these
Pie bread.
do these crow calls sound anything like the sounds that goblins make?
No, they don't. It sounds worse.
Not initially. No.
Wisdom saving throw. See if I maintain composure.
Um,
Uh,
no, but as you're eating the pies, it's kind of like it's got egg and bacon and sausage in it with cheese, and it's all kind of melted together, kind of like a breakfast hot pocket, but
And
better.
I'll serve them warm, of course.
That sounds
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
I assumed considering fire.
I can control lots of fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to throw my piece of bread up in the air, fly up, grab it while I'm in the air, and then do a perimeter check around camp.
Go ahead and make a perception for me.
Oh. No, I'm not
Actually,
doing
go ahead and make an acrobatics first, then or whichever, but make an acrobatics check for me too.
Well, the acrobatics is 9.
All right, you fly up to go catch the bread that you threw in the air, and you miss it, but you catch it in your talons. Miss it with your
Meant
beak,
to
but you
do.
catch it in your talons.
Meant to do that. Perception is 11.
And 11. As you're looking out over the desert, it just seems to go on forever. Just hills and hills and hills, and you'll see a rock stick up every once in a while, and you'll see cactus everywhere. Um, but you do see rocks every once in a while sticking up to the right or left of the path that you've been traveling. And
Okay, I fly down. Continue.
oh, and you make note of where those are, and as you get back to camp, you guys are all looking over the map, making sure everything's going the correct way, and you notice those
I
markers.
point out the goes out to Bunny Girl possible ambush points.
Ah, yes.
Not, not
Excellent.
smart, not smart of bandits, but bandits not smart use these rocks as ambush points.
We go. Yes, agreed.
Mark, your camera's gone all glitchy.
Who's camera?
So,
Oh, there it goes. It fixed there.
can-
I don't know. It was like all like squares. It was weird.
That is called pixelation.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Magpie is very pixelated.
Moriam is very smart. See?
he knows a thing or two.
All right,
Well,
so
yeah. Thing.
Seamus is just going to take a quick look around.
All right, go ahead and look around.
Okay.
See what you see.
19.
19, as you take a look around, you do see the same markers that Magpie pointed out, and you also see off in the distance you see something kind of shining, but it looks way off. Every once in a while you just see a glint of it
In what direction?
in the direction that you guys are traveling,
Okay.
in a northeastern-ish direction.
Okay. Well, seems we still got a ways to travel. Still haven't hit Salt Lake yet, and still got to cross the Rockies.
It doesn't go that far?
Well, if the map is correct, we got quite a ways to travel. If the landmark is what I think it is, then yeah, we got
it's only
quite
about
a bit of different terrain.
it's only about 2 days travel from where you're at to the X right now.
Okay.
Well, this is not so bad. So 3 days to Vegas. We are probably, yeah, I guess we are a ways from places, but we could almost make it to Reno. No?
Pretty close if you were going in a other direction.
That was going north, but
Yeah,
now we're heading toward the Rockies.
you're kind of heading towards Reno. Yeah, northeast of Vegas, which is you went around Vegas, so yeah, you're kind of heading towards the Reno direction. And so you guys pack everything up, get back in the cart, and hit the road.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, rolling a d4 real quick. And Seamus, if I could get you to roll a d20 for me.
Absolutely.
Last time you rolled a d20, candy came from the sky.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Really?
Oh no.
Holy crap.
Raven candy.
All right, so you guys get in the wagon and you're moving and stuff. And Cinder, go ahead.
John F. Kennedy's wallet.
Go ahead and roll a animal handling with advantage for me, real quick. Did that roll 23?
I'll take
Okay.
a 20.
All right, 23. You needed at least an 18. Um, so a 23, you guys are rolling and you're moving, you're going, and all of a sudden a rift opens up in front of you as you're going, and you hit that rift, and within an instant, you are about a day's travel in front of where you were. So you have about a half day's travel left.
Wow.
I'm going on with these portals.
I,
They're
I'll,
opening up everywhere.
I'll say.
As you're looking at the maps and stuff, as you get through the portal, you kind of slow down real quick because it happened in a blink of an eye, and you're looking at the maps and you're looking and you're like, hey, all right, there's that landmark and that landmark. Yeah, we're about a half day's travel out.
I really quickly lean off the back of the wagon and just throw up because portal travel for some reason makes Seamus kind of feel off, like vertigo. Then I get back in, wipe my mouth. Oh, gross.
Are
Pressure. Seamus, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Portals make me feel wheezy.
Pressure change hurts Magpie's head.
All right, so you guys are traveling a little bit longer and it starts getting dark. You know that about 3, 4 hours travel, you'll be to the X mark, but you don't really see anything in front of you yet.
I'll scout for campsites.
Scout for campsites. Go ahead and
I'm
roll a
gonna-
perception for me.
I'm gonna
11.
go back.
You're gonna do go Magpie. You're gonna do what?
I am going to take to the air again and scout the area of the X mark from the air.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception as well, and that'll help determine everything.
All right. 6.
You're up in the air and you're looking around, and about that time, you see the rest of the party moving over to a little clearing in between a bunch of cactuses.
Okay.
And you guys set up camp again. How do we want to do watches?
Same as last night.
All right.
Right, so Cinder,
I'll take
Matt,
third again.
Morium, and Seamus. All right. So
I'm good. Do you want me to make you see in dark again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Birds, stay very still. I'm going to try something else. Okay, so I'm just going to use a sorcery point, and I'm going to do an extension on the spell.
Okay.
So that extend spell makes it good for 24 hours, and like the touch of a dark vision.
Darkness for 24 hours. Remember that.
I can see stuff.
Now this one here, bird, should last a little bit longer. You can still taste your tongue
Yes.
and smell. Still there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, here's Cinder. I'll try this on you too then.
Okay.
I do the same, so I give him an extension on both of them.
All right. And you guys, everything lights up just like the night before, but you feel like it'll last a little longer.
Wow.
Kind of crazy. You can look off into the distance and you can see definition on the cactuses. Like you can see the needles on the cactuses. Kind of like Beautiful Minds type of stuff. Like, all right. So Cinder, if you would roll perception for the first night.
Good night, everyone.
Night, night.
Oh, it's 13.
You know,
13.
before you look around, I'm gonna. I think you are really good, Cinder. I think look at everything very carefully. Scan right to left. Look at the hillside and that. I'm gonna give her inspiration on our check.
Okay. You're going to transfer your inspiration to her.
Yep.
Sounds good. You can roll with advantage if you'd like.
Sure, let's do that.
And then I go to bed. The pep talk first, then bedtime.
17. Better. All right. So you're looking around and you have you're kind of looking and a little lizard runs up and comes up next to you and runs across your legs and runs off, and you're looking off into the distance and you see you see a structure kind of off in the distance the way that you were headed. It looks very tiny right now, but you do see the structure, a structure out in the middle of the desert. All right, anything else on your watch? Or anything you'd like to do on your watch?
I'm gonna wake up Magpie 15 minutes early and give him a debrief.
All right.
All right. Are you still working? Yes. Oh, very, very. Yes.
All right.
Company and Junior Magpie.
Your watch
Adventure.
went without any issues. Magpie, second watch.
Yeah. Lazy glide over the perimeter. Let's do that perception check.
Please be better than a 1 or a 2. Not much better.
Can you roll
My
over at 7 tonight there, bud? But
this god doesn't forsake me already.
the
As
dice
you're
aren't you dead today.
as you're flying around, looking around, the moon catches the golden medallion that you hung around your neck and kind of shines up in your eye, and you're kind of like, "What the heck?" And as it shines up into your eye, you get a flash. You get a flash of two horns coming up and a face like a helmet that's green with gold on the tips of it.
It's you.
And just as soon as you say that, it disappears.
I tumble about 25, 50 feet as I'm giggling to myself and then right myself and then come in for a landing to start the next watch.
Alrighty.
And I'll lay back down and I'm looking at my medallion and giggling to myself.
All right. Morium and Seamus, you're the next watch.
All right. So I get up, do a perimeter check.
All right. Perception,
17.
17. Morium, are you percepting or are you assisting?
I will try to perceive.
Go for it with disadvantage.
I know. 8.
All right. Let me do this real quick.
See, as good as the magpie. Oh, he's wearing a shiny necklace. That's pretty.
Yeah, you're still a little creeped out by the bird landing and laughing and waking you up while still laughing. And Seamus, you're walking
Checking.
around and you see the same thing that Cinder saw. Just a structure off in the distance, about
Mm,
about 3 hours away, distance wise. Um, and as you're looking over that way, I need. Let me just roll a dice. That'll be easier. Cinder, can you
Mhm.
make a Constitution check for me?
Like a
Oh,
save?
Constitution check here.
Just a Constitution check, not a save.
Constitution.
Ooh,
A 6.
Jesus.
6.
All right. So you're laying there asleep, deep in sleep, as the others are up walking around and things, and in your head you hear, "Find me and free me." And you feel compelled to go towards the direction of that structure as everybody wakes up in the morning and uh, the watches all went fine.
Did you hear that?
Hear what? No.
Find me and free me.
Really
Read.
too many Moonberry again.
Perhaps.
No. We
It
we
came
we did
from
not
over
eat.
there.
Yeah, you feel a strong urge pulling you towards that structure in the distance.
Hmm.
Find
Oh,
me and free me over there.
What in building over there?
Over
okay.
there.
I
Yeah,
well,
I saw it last night.
One magpie scout, yes.
I will start packing up camp. I'll make breakfast on go. It'll take me about hour. I'll make for everyone. Okay.
Want magpie fly ahead scout, yes.
You can, if you want to fly ahead and scout, you can roll a perception check. Just please roll higher than a 8.
I'm I am hoping that it is higher than an 8. I'm supposed to be proficient in this, man.
I think I think you say scout. Yes. Go scout.
Really?
No,
Really?
no. Bird, that way. Bird. Where's
Bird,
the bird
why?
going?
I was just
The wrong
telling him.
freaking way again.
I'll give him assistance telling him at least the general direction of the structure since I saw it last night.
Way, bird, that way.
You hear them yelling as you're flying in the wrong direction. I'll let you go ahead and make another perception check, but with disadvantage because of how bad that
Okay.
one was.
You're
You're-
saying there's a chance.
you get to roll perception with advantage, but your second roll is a disadvantage.
Yep.
Natural 1 and a natural 20.
13.
A 13. All right. With a 13, you see the structure plainly in the
Oh!
distance. And
I stop. I'm floating in mid. Oh, that way. Okay.
as you guys are
You gotta shame me.
traveling,
I think you got it.
all right, as you guys are traveling and he's flying ahead scouting, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the other map. You guys are getting closer and closer. I'm going to put you guys over in this corner here. And you are ahead, and Seamus is back here. Boom, boom, boom. And you are ahead scouting. And as you are coming up, you see pillars coming up out of the ground with a triangular structure in the middle of the desert between Vegas and Reno.
Yes,
That's most certainly odd, isn't it?
Mr. GM, I not to be nitpicky, but triangle no have 4 sides. That's a pyramid.
Well, from where you're at, it is a pyramid, yes, but all you can see is the face of it or the side of it, so it just looks like a triangle.
Oh, on front. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand now. I am stupid. Sorry.
It is a
Most
pyramid,
certainly
yes.
odd.
And the
Um,
shininess that you saw, Seamus, as you were looking off into the distance, is the top of the pyramid that was glinting into your eye.
I've
Wonder
only,
if it has restroom.
only read about these things in ancient texts. Pyramids, I believe they're called. Though never heard of one out here.
No.
All
You
right.
can reach.
All
I
right.
thought you just gave things. It's good. I have books for you. Yes.
As you guys are coming up on this site, we're gonna go ahead and take a short break here to go to the bathroom and refreshment up and everything before
Okay.
we get into the next part.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Be right back.
Yes. So my intelligence
Let's light it up.
Alrighty. Oh man, now I got the hiccups. Of course, as soon as I'm like, all right, let's get into this. Hiccups. All right, we are back.
That was planned.
All right, so okay, I think they're gone. Surprisingly. All right, so you guys were traveling and you're coming up on this pyramid. What would you like to do?
Mm,
Carefully look for traps.
All right, you can make any investigation check to look for traps.
Okay.
I'm
22.
going to be actively looking around myself just to keep.
Perception check.
He rolled a 22, so he whatever it is, he touched it.
All right. Oh. All right. So you guys mosey on towards the pyramids, and as you're going, you're looking for traps and things. You don't find any traps coming up into the pyramid, but as you get up there, you're kind of looking around the pyramid itself and trying to find a way in, and you find with that high of a investigation check, you do find a small button.
Hey, everybody, I found a small button over here.
Ah, that
Right
magpie
on
seed.
this side over here. So I'm going to move everybody over that way. Boop, boop. And I assume Magpie was flying around looking at the top, looking for an entrance and stuff, and all you see is just
Yeah.
crumbled ruins.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at that button,
Right.
being the dashing raven rogue that I am. What would you like me to roll?
Investigation check.
Hmm. See the button. What does a 23 tell me?
23 tells you that it is definitely a button, and it doesn't seem to
Wow.
be trapped or anything.
Ah, no traps that I can see.
Oh,
Oh, crap.
should
Ah,
I press it?
Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here. Okay, you can press.
I press the button.
As you press the button, the crumbled rocks and things kind of tumble as almost as magic, and what you see is the entrance to the temple.
Oh, chill.
Oh, a
Wow.
place of shiny
Expanding
things.
out this way. Boom. And you pressed the button, so you're a little closer. Almost as if a magical illusion kind of swirls and you see the entrance to the temple.
Oh,
Cinder, you do feel that tug pulling you into the temple.
Share that with the party. I'm feeling a strong urge to go in there.
Bird.
yeah.
This is not good, Cinder.
You mind scouting it out a bit? Stay to the air. Don't try to trigger any floor-based traps.
Yes.
It does have about
I'll
a
stay.
10-foot ceiling.
I can stay above. So
And,
yes.
try to be quiet.
Yes. Magpie fly in. I'm going to go ahead and start doing my rogue stuff.
All right, roll a stealth.
I just want to check. Okay. Bah. Not you. This spot.
I'm going to be looking for on the ground
24.
for traps more than anything else.
All right, perception or investigation.
I will assist.
All right. That is an investigation with
Magpie, you're
advantage.
stealthing in right now. Just a second.
Yes.
You're stealthing in.
30.
Morium gets advantage on his investigation as he's or perception,
Oh, good.
whichever one he chooses.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. Oof, not great. Sorry. Yes.
All right, 13. You don't see any types of traps or anything leading up into on the staircase leading up into the ruins. Magpie, you're stealthed up. If you want to go ahead and start flying in and make a perception check for me as you fly into the temple.
Okay, so I'm here. That's 30 feet. I was just looking to see if I had a stealth icon. Okay, I can get up to here. Hold on. Okay, that's about the limit of my movement. So I'm going to land on that toppled column right there.
All right, it is dark in here, so you do still
Nope.
have
Well,
you
I
do
can,
still have dark vision because Moriam gave you 24 hours of dark vision.
yeah. Okay, so
So
I fly in here. This is the max of my movement right now, so I should be able to see 60-foot dark vision. Okay. I'm going to see a column here, a column there.
yeah, you can see everything that's shown right now. If you'd like to make a perception check to see if you want to actively perceive to see if there's anything
Yes,
in here.
I am going to do that. And that's a 15.
15. They're getting better. Um, all right. As you're looking around through here, you see a lot of rubble. It looks like parts of this has already fallen in, and
Mhm.
but it does look clear. There doesn't seem to be any immediate threat at the moment.
Okay. I'll be in my position. I'm going to continue flying in my next turn. Are we in initiative at the moment, or
It's not technically initiative, but I'm doing turns. That way, everybody gets to do something.
fantastic?
So you land there. It looks clear. Moriam, you're at the deal. Seamus was helping you, so I'm going to move him up behind you. Cinder, what would you like to be doing in this moment?
I know, Seamus.
You're up there with Moriam and Seamus. All right, back to Moriam and Seamus. Moriam, what would you like to?
James, I will stay on your hip, and you help me look on floor, and you point out things. I'll keep looking on the under the blocks and things for traps as we move forward. We'll go at the speed you can. Okay?
Fair enough.
All right. Investigation checks as you move into the room and around.
Or perception.
Or
Or
perception,
you.
yeah, whichever. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay.
16 perception. It does not seem to be trapped. Seamus, you see a really nice boulder, and that's a nice boulder. Reminds you of
That's a
something
nice
from
boulder.
your dwarven mines.
I'll do to have a carve at that one.
All right, and as you're looking around, you don't really see perception-wise. You do see over in this area over here. You see what looks to be an archway that is caved in. Not completely caved in, just there's debris and stuff in front of it. Magpie.
Yes. Okay, continuing with my flight through. I'm moving up here, limit of my movement, and continuing to take a look around.
All right. As you look this way, you do see more rubble and stuff where it looks like there might have been a cave in over here to the right side.
Okay.
And you do see both stairs that are going up into another room.
Okay. No unfriendlies that I've seen.
You haven't seen anything unfriendly yet.
All right. I'll take And I'll take that time then to return to the group and report in that I don't see any visible threats.
All right, you return to the group. I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Cinder.
I'm basically hanging out with the Seamus and Morium.
Alrighty. You're hanging out with Seamus and Morium. Seamus and Morium. You found an archway that looks like there's debris and stuff in front of it. What
We'll
would you?
we'll start. I'm gonna move to there.
Okay.
Still checking for what I see, and then I'm going to I guess we start digging out the doorway again.
All right.
At
And
Seamus, you seem to have you work in mines, no?
I have.
Maybe you could figure out how to remove this rubble without changing possible structural problem. No.
All right. Take a look down at the rubble. Or let's start by taking out the little rocks. Then we'll move the big rocks. And something looks like it's attached to the wall. Just leave it be. All we need is enough space for us to squeeze right through.
It sounds good. I follow your lead. Go. And I
Alright.
help dig.
I have crowbar.
That could help.
I'm good. Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as a skill challenge. So each of you can help out, but we do have to have 3 successes over 3 failures. Seamus, if you're going first, what would you like to do to contribute to clearing the rubble?
I'd like to use my dwarven strength to pick up the heavier boulders and move them kind of toward the middle of the room
All right,
to
go
get
ahead
them out of
and
the way.
roll me a strength check.
You
Okay.
use movement strength like a now, like it should be like a battle axe.
Natural one.
Strength.
That is 1 failure. You go to pick up some boulders, and the boulders were a little bit heavier than you thought, and you
Get back.
kind of twitched your back a little bit. You're like, oh god, oh man, it's been a while. All right. Next up is going to be Moriam. How would you like to help in the
Well,
situation?
I've got natural claws, and I'm going to dig around the other boulders so that makes him easier to lift for good old Seamus, who just both threw his poor back out.
All right, Moriam, roll me a. Let's see, what would that be?
The strength check to dig, or athletics. I mean, athletics is more of a doing stuff, but
I would say probably athletic. If you'd like to roll a strength, I'll let you know that if you double up on something, the DC does go up. Or you can roll an acrobatics, either one.
I'll do strength.
All right.
That's just easy. Much because yeah.
Natural 20, that is considered 2 successes. All right. You see Seamus over there struggling with the boulder, and you're like, hey, I got this. Just watch out. And you go over there and you pick this boulder up and just chuck it like it was nothing. And you use your claws and you dig out some of the smaller rocks underneath and kind of move some stuff around, and that's 2 successes. Um, Magpie, how would you like to help?
I hold out my magpie holds out magpie hand, casting magic magpie hand.
And I start grabbing rocks that I can pick up with mage hand and moving them out of the side.
All right, go ahead and
I'm
roll me
going.
an Arcana check.
Magpie bury me for real.
Skills. Arcana. Oh, 10.
A 10. All right. You do know that with that Arcana check, you do know you can only pick up things about 5 pounds, and you're moving around and you're trying to pick up this one, it's just not really moving, and you move over here and you pick up a couple of smaller ones, and as you do, you pull one of the rocks out, and a couple of them slide down. That is one
Uh-oh.
more. That is one more failure.
Huh.
Cinder, how would you like to contribute to the? And it could be anything, whatever. If you have a certain skill that you'd like to use, just explain how that skill helps in the situation.
Uh, I don't really have any skills. I don't think that would help me.
Hmm.
I can cook some treats.
If you would like to use cooking,
No, I'm gonna use.
Start a
I think
fire,
use
melt
Dex.
the butter.
Yeah. I'm gonna use some butter chicken and throw it at the.
Just
You
start
know,
like
Good persuade us not to be stupid.
all right.
yeah, that's.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna use. Sorry, go.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I think I'm gonna use strength because it seems to be this logical way to go.
All right. DC is higher now. Is even higher now. So
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So
yeah,
use something else.
you can use strength. It's all you can totally try, but each time that you use the same skill, it'll go.
Okay.
Now, I mean, if
Well,
you can also use dexterity, constitution, intelligence, whatever you want up there. Just tell me how
me.
you do it.
I'm gonna dexterily try to move the rocks with my dexterity. I
Okay,
don't know
so
how I'm
you're
gonna do
gonna use
that with my.
dexterity to figure out which rocks to remove and remove them carefully.
Can
Yes.
you make suggestions? Cinder,
Yeah.
grab two poles. Figure out how you could make wedge. Be smart and be wise on how you'd put them together and pry them apart with that. But be careful because you'll have to move quickly and be smart about it. So be wise. Use your talents from kid.
Perhaps I should use my wisdom and try to engineer a method of wedging the two sticks.
Sounds good.
Insight.
Go ahead and
Might
roll a uh, wisdom check, unless you have something proficient in wisdom. That would
not really.
Not proficient in insight, maybe?
20. That is a third
Ooh.
success, and with that, you find a way to use a couple of loose boards and things around to MacGyver a way to kind of pry up the top portion of it, creating a arched circle, reinforcing the entrance as the rest of the rocks tumble away. As you do that, you hear a couple of grunting, a little bit of grunting inside the cavern.
Ready at.
Does everybody hear that?
Running
Sounds like
like someone's tired from a big long workout, perhaps. Maybe he's running circles.
maybe constipated.
Like a good grunting or a bad moany grunt.
It's a moany grunt.
Okay,
Ah,
Everybody, quick,
he
get
had
back.
Taco. He had Taco Bell.
that's a sad moany grunt.
Yeah, that's more of a sobbing moan.
Yeah. I'm back up to the side and prepare axe strike reaction.
Right. I'll let you guys go ahead and maneuver yourselves as you do this, and then I need an initiative roll.
Initiative.
I'm not a spell sniper. Am I able to ready a spell, a cantrip?
Um, I will say do you have Warcaster?
No.
No. I'm gonna say no on the on the thing that this all just kind of sprung up at one time. If you had Warcaster, I would say yes, because you would be prepared for the battle ahead.
Yeah.
As a reaction almost.
Yeah.
All right. Cinder's going right in the hallway.
I'm not going first, but I am putting myself in position.
They're coming from down that hallway.
I just that's a crit natural 20 on initiative with a +5.
There is no natural 20 for initiative. But
Yeah, initiatives don't get natural 20s,
the only
but
one.
dexterity wise, Cinder or Magpie, who has the higher dexterity?
Ooh, let me see. Let me see.
I mean, I guess.
Magpie.
I mean,
I have a 20.
All right.
okay, you go first.
Oh, crap. I need to click the button again. It disappeared on me. I was trying to write this stuff down. Game log. Come on. There we go. All right. We have a Seamus, a Morium. Oh, no, that's not even the right.
Morium will be last. He's always last.
What is going? Let me refresh because I'm not like the rolls
James
backlog.
has 16, 2 25s, and a 9.
Mag, Cinder, Seamus, Morium. And yes, that actually goes. All right. Magpie, you were up.
Okay, I'm just looking up a couple of things here. Okay. I want to roll a stealth check and go hidden.
All right, roll your stealth.
Okay. Because I do have the cunning action hide feature.
You can hide as a bonus action.
Okay. Skills, rolling stealth. And that's going to be a 23 on my stealth check.
All right, you believe you are sufficiently stealthed.
Okay, so uh,
That's your bonus action. You still have movement and action left.
all right. I'm going to. Is it wide enough here that I can move past the bunny?
It is a 1 block wide.
Oh, let's see.
And
5.
it's
Hey,
not
bunny,
even one.
clutch. Bunny, put aside.
Can I move now?
If he would like to use his action to swap places with you, I will allow that as like a chess
Sure.
move.
Okay. Yeah, let's castle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a movement of 5 feet. So that's 10 foot total. 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to hold here because I'm not going to run in here without being able to perceive into there first.
You can see in there from the entrance of that, and there is 2 zombies coming
Mm.
towards the entrance.
Got eyes.
Yeah, this isn't even
Okay.
like a 5-foot space technically. It's a little bit less than 5 foot.
All right.
Just enough for one person to kind of squeeze in there. And
Okay.
that'll end
So
Magpie's turn.
Yep, that's going to end my turn.
All right, Cinder, you're up.
And I can't see what he sees.
You can't see out to the sides. You can just see straight down the hallway.
I'm going to move up a little bit. And I think that's about all I can do at this point. Because I can't see into the I can't see the zombies. I can't do anything to them, right?
I
Uh,
can whisper back. I
Yep.
could whisper back. Zombies.
Yeah. So from you can't see, but he does tell you that there are 2 zombies in there.
Uh, do I use a guiding bolt and just blast one away?
Not
Morium says no.
no.
No, okay.
No.
I'll
to
hold
say it,
for
but
now.
he
Magpie plan.
Okay. I'm gonna just stay where I am and hold any other actions.
All right. Okay. Seamus. Thin corridor. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna move to the side, and I'm gonna kind of in like a slightly loud whisper. I'm gonna whisper down the cinder. Whoever's down there, if you can, try to lead it out. There's no room in that hallway to fight anything. You guys will get yourselves trapped.
Mm. Yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
they would be
Uh,
trapped.
ready,
Not
my
trapped there with them. Them
You-
trapped in there with us.
You ready your
and
axe?
ready my battle axe.
All right. Now it's the zombie's turn. This zombie is going to move up to this side. This zombie is going to move straight in front, and zombie 1 is going to make a grab attack at uh, Magpie.
This-
The
Is a
And
magpie
so,
stealth?
what?
Is a magpie stealth?
yes.
He is stealthed, but I rolled a natural 20 for the zombies.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep. Fair enough.
So the zombie 1, that's a contested strength check. Strength save from you.
Okay.
Got to beat a 19.
Now I have a minus in my strength check, so it's a 16.
All right, it's going to grab him, and it's going to pull you back. What was the rest of its movement? 20 feet, so that was 5, 10, 15, 10, 15 to pull you into the room. And zombie 2 then is going to make a slam attack against you. That
Oh.
is a... Oh, yes, he is grappled. That's a 20, not natural.
Okay. Yeah, that hits me.
All right. That is 5 points of damage. And you are grappled.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going to use red. That's death. There you go.
All right.
All right, Morium, you're up.
So looking down the hallway, can I see Magpie being
You being as small as you are, you can see Magpie being... Oh, thank you. I don't have those installed
Yep.
yet. You can see Magpie being pulled into the room through Cinder's legs.
is it lit?
It is not lit, actually.
I don't see that.
So you don't see that. Yeah, it's dark in here.
Then for my action, I'm going to basically start a bonfire, but like actually start a fire in any available torches in this room to light it up. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, you light up the 6 torches in this room, and this room
That
is now completely lit with light shining down the tunnel. And at this point, you do see Magpie's. You see
okay.
his feet kind of being pulled backwards.
Okay, so I get enough light that I can see down. That's it. I'm gonna have to run my action. I will wait at the where I am right now.
All right, back up to the top, Magpie. You are grappled.
I am grappled. would I be able to use a spell on this?
You could, but it would be at disadvantage because
Hmm,
you're within 5 feet of the creature.
okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go with screw it. I'm gonna try to cast Chill Touch on the vampire or the zombie that is restraining me.
All right.
And you said that disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. That was an 8 and a hit.
An 8 is actually going to hit. Just.
Ah. Okay, well then he's going to take a single point of necrotic damage.
1 point of. Oh, you said necrotic?
Yes.
Okay. No, never mind. You're fine. Let me rewrite these
And it's
down.
necrotic damage.
Yeah, zombie.
It will have disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn.
All right.
So I did hit it. He took his damage, and
Yep.
he's undead.
Yeah, but they're not. The only thing that it doesn't have any it's not weak to necrotic damage.
No, it's the chill touch piece on that cantrip. If he hits, he gets the target gets
Oh yes.
disadvantage on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Not.
All right.
It's a thing. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. Cinder, you are up.
Are the zombies within 5 feet of each other?
They are within 5 feet of each other. You would have to move forward. You can see the one in front of you. You can't really see the one over to the side yet. You'd have to move up one.
Okay, I'm gonna move up one and cast Ice Knife.
Okay.
Create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. I'm gonna cast it at the one that's straight in front of me.
Z1.
It's a dex save of 14.
Dex save 14.
Check
Is
that
Ice
real
Knife
quick.
not to hit?
It says make a ranged spell attack against a target on a hit.
So that's you.
Yeah, you
You
make a
roll
hit, and then he has to make a dex save.
If I remember right, Ice
My
Knife
bad.
has a area of effect thing too.
Oh,
Yeah,
nat 20.
nat 20. So go ahead and roll your
Nat
damage,
20.
and I got to roll
Oh,
dex checks for the
no.
other one.
Yes,
None.
that's what
Do
needs to
I
be.
do I get a save?
You do need to make a dex check, but at disadvantage since you are grappled.
Okay.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
Now it says
Now,
creatures. It doesn't say. That's why I thought about casting it or not
Magpie,
casting it.
you don't have to worry about that because the zombie drops to the ground.
Okay.
But
Good.
not disadvantage. Just roll straight. Roll straight. Because I'm pretty
It
sure
doesn't matter if it was a 2 or I rolled a 1 or a 2, so I still blew it.
I'm pretty sure that since it's not a spell that you choose your targets with the splash damage, then they all have to. Okay.
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
does. It's
Okay.
the
You
target
want me to?
within 5 feet.
I'll roll it. I'll roll it again if you want me to roll it again.
I'll let you roll it again since I said since I didn't see the damage before I told you to roll.
Okay.
DM's error.
I still suck. D 12.
What was the DC on that?
It's 14.
14.
So-
Okay. All right. So whatever the splash damage is, what is the splash
It's
damage?
6
2d6.
gold.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that splash damage.
Everyone takes the 14, and then the 2d6 is what you roll the dex save on.
Ooh, I'm really sorry. It's 7.
Okay. So each of the other creatures takes 7, right? Only the creature that she hit with the knife takes the 14, and then the splash damage hits the other creatures.
It says the target. So, on a hit, the target takes 2d10 piercing damage. So whoever she targeted would take 14 points of damage.
And then
Everyone around her the target, so that target as well, and all the rest of the creatures around within 5 feet of that must make a dex saving throw, and they take 7 additional. So the
Okay, that
target
makes
will
sense.
take 21, and the others will take 7.
Okay.
Oh,
Holy
7
cow.
on a 7 on a missed saving throw, 3 on a save.
With him being down on the ground, that's an automatic failure. So
So I'm not arguing that.
yeah.
I'm
Good.
just it's not 21 points of damage, it's only 7.
Okay. Awesome. I wouldn't put the dead on it yet.
Oh,
Well, no, it's not dead.
It's a zombie.
Zombie. Zombies
Dead
don't stay down.
fortitude.
I
am
mean,
I still grappled though?
no, you are not grappled anymore because he dropped to the ground.
All right.
All right. Cinder, does that end your turn?
Uh, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Seamus, you're up.
All right. Do I hear the commotion?
You do hear the commotion.
Hey, what's going down? What's going on down there?
Well, that is the zombies.
Zombies.
I look down the fastest way, see how narrow it is. Fall back! Just fall back! And again, I keep my axe ready for whoever's coming through that door that is not my allies.
All right.
Go, rabbit, go.
All right, that goes to the zombie's turn. On the one that is down, let me roll. Huh! It comes back up.
Oh, shit.
So it,
Boo.
this one, the Z1 starts rising up again, and Z2 is going to make another attack at. Is it at the beginning or the end of theirs? On a success, the zombie drops to 1 hit point, so it still has a turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Z2 is going to slam you again, Magpie. Not with a 9. And Z1 is going to try and grab you again. So I need a strength save from
Okay.
you.
That's going to be a 6.
Okay, you are grappled again. And it is going to pull you at half speed. That is 10 and 20. So it's going to pull you back to here.
Save yourself, rabbit.
And that's going to end the zombie's turn. Morium, you're up.
Take any damage from that?
No, it's just a grapple. You're grappled again.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna yell, "Jump!" See in there. And I'm gonna use my action and retreat into my shell, sliding along the ground till I get to the end of my movement, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. And I'm gonna end up, and at the end of my movement, when I slide to a halt here, if I make it by her without bowling her over, I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop out of my shell,
Okay,
staying on the
Cinder,
ground.
dexterity check if you decide that you're going to move. And Morium,
But
I'm actually going to count that as a bonus action.
which one?
The yelling and popping into your shell. Yelling is I'm going to count the yelling as a free action, and I'm pretty sure you can pop into your shell as a bonus action, right?
I use my action to go in my shell,
Oh,
and then at
okay.
the end of my bonus action to pop out.
Boo.
Okay.
10.
10. You jump up into the air, getting clipped in the feet as he's sliding underneath like a Mario shell, and you land prone on the ground.
Oh, boo.
Eh, For a rabbit, I'm honestly surprised. um, and
It's hard.
Morium, you slide and pop up into your shell, and you're standing in the middle of the room. You do see both zombies, one of them pulling Magpie towards a broken down door.
Okay, and that's where I'm gonna. But that's pretty much what I'm gonna do.
Really
We
cool,
have
by the
rings
way.
of fame.
That was pretty awesome. Um, We
Very
are going back up to Magpie. You're
my
ready.
original thought of using it as an attack.
That would have been really cool, though. Just freaking turtle shell through there and bounce off of enemies. Magpie, you're up.
Be like, "Owners, throw me."
Where's he at?
He's in the middle of the room. You're being dragged off by a zombie again because you're grappled, and then there's still the zombie over
He-
next to the wall.
He's not close enough for me to reach with my talons.
The zombie?
No, the turtle. The turtle dude.
You're technically in this space here, so I would say you're within 5 foot. Yes.
Okay, I am going to try this, and I don't know how it's going to work, so you tell me if it works or not. I'm going to reach out with my talons, grab Turtle Man by the shell, and try to launch him uh, at the zombie that's got me by the neck.
Um. You could probably throw him behind the zombie. It would be very hard to hit the zombie considering the zombie is holding on to you.
Hmm.
If he hits the zombie, both of you could be hit. That's what I'll say about that.
What's his
What's his what?
strength?
Oh yeah, what is your strength? Your strength is
Uh,
-1.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded really cool in my head.
It did sound really cool in your head, but I'm gonna say because
Okay.
Morium weighs an
135.
elephant
Oh,
Okay.
for my size, I'm way heavier than I am for
I'm
the normal.
grappled. I'm assuming he's got me by the neck. Spell's gonna hurt me, but I'm gonna have to try chill touch on him again.
Okay, chill touch with
Disadvantage. Oh,
that 7's not gonna do it.
One was there too. Shit.
Yeah. Anything else
Aw.
for a magpie?
no.
Magpie
Come
thinks
now.
they're lucky today, and shinies are 7s, and that's what he's rolling. 7 for everything.
If we were at a casino, you'd be in luck, buddy.
Yep,
Sunny
absolutely.
girl, you may have all my shiny things.
You we just left all the casinos, unfortunately. Cinder, you're up.
I think I'm just going to use my sling against the zombie that is on Magpie.
Okay.
I will attempt to. 13 hit
13 will hit.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. All right, the zombie drops to the ground once more, and you are no longer grappled.
Yay.
Good.
All right.
Oh,
Um,
wow. He's dead too.
Where did you go?
my magpie vanished.
I'll throw another magpie on the battlefield for you. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
And magpie vanished in a puff of smoke, never to be seen again. All right. Anything else for you, Cinder?
And they cheered.
I want to fall back, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, no, I think I'm done.
All right. Seamus, you're up.
So 5, 10, 15. Okay, so I'm gonna move up here, kind of, and use my dash action. But as a bonus action, I'm gonna scoop up Cinder, and then move into the room with Cinder
All right.
if I can.
It would be half speed to carry, and Cinder, do you consent?
Yeah.
All right. And you're moving in with Cinder, so half speed. Where does Cinder land? Because
I'm gonna let her down right here in the square behind me.
All right. Do you stand her up?
Yeah,
All right. That'll be your turn, but you are no
and
longer prone.
I imagine I grab her by the ears and just kind of yank her along, and then set her back down.
Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
I,
Woo.
I'm not gonna make you take damage for it, but ouch.
Then,
Yeah.
then as a free action, I'm gonna look over the magpie. It's like when I say retreat or retreat.
Isn't Cinder taller than you, though, Seamus?
We're going to have chat
Yeah,
about
but
this
Seamus is
later.
pretty strong.
Yeah.
No, size stuff. I mean, I think Cinder's taller than you. You and I are the shorties here. I'm the short guy.
Yeah, Seamus is like 4'9".
I'm 4'10".
So 2 for 6? No, 2 for 4.
You are the shortest link.
Ivy.
Goodbye.
That's
All
like
right.
at the top of my head.
On
That's
to,
gonna end my turn.
all right, on to the zombies. Seeing all of this craziness,
Any bunnies to
Z1,
the
I
right?
got to roll for Z1 to see if he gets back up. He gets back up, and strength saving throw again, Magpie.
This is an asshole zombie.
Oh, I'm 2'7".
Oh,
Oh, that ain't bad at all then.
No, wee little bunny.
All right, Magpie, you are once again grappled, being moved into here. Boom.
what it is?
boom.
He's secret little
Bye.
death bugs.
Arrivederci. See you in
And
St. Louis.
you guys being in the room now, I can unhide that. Boom. Being pulled into this room. Z2 is actually going to close ranks.
I don't
5,
want to be
10,
sacrificed.
15, 20. And he's going to
Does that,
slam
pro-
against you again, Magpie.
does that provoke an attack of opportunity from Miriam?
That would actually provoke a, wait a minute, 5, 10,
We'll
15,
take a
20.
swing. I'll just take a swing by it with the claws.
Go for it. 13 will hit.
5
Damage.
points.
That is Z2. All right, cool. Alrighty. And he's going to slam the bird again. Does a does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right, for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Here comes breakfast.
And that ends the zombie's turn. Morium, what's up?
I was thinking about it. I'm not sure. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to. Did this zombie look hurt?
It looks a little hurt.
A little hurt. Okay, I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to claw at this zombie.
At which one?
Z1.
Z1? All right.
Yeah. Try and get it to let go of the bird friend.
All right.
Nat 20.
That will definitely hit. Roll your damage.
10 points.
10 points of damage. All right. Anything else for you, Morium?
I don't. As I don't know.
Oh, he did.
Bonus
The
action.
zombie does fall to the ground again. Magpie, you're no longer grappled at this moment.
Okay. At that, no, I don't have any other things. Anything else that I really want to do as a bonus action?
Okay.
I'm done then.
Magpie, you're up. You are not grappled at the moment.
Well, weapon time.
I am going to take my murderous little tensions out on the nearest zombie. which
Z2. Z1
Which
is on
one
the
is
ground right
more-
now.
all right, I'm
You could
going
hit Z1 again if you
to.
want, but he is on the ground.
Well, I'm going to short sword the heck out of Z2.
All right. Roll to attack.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Well, he's going to get all 6 hit points taken away from him.
He's looking hurt now.
Quit punching, magpie.
All right. Anything else for you?
Well, now that you mention it. Let's see, bonus action, cunning action, bonus. Okay. Piercer roll. I am going to use steady aim to give myself advantage on my next attack roll. I can use the bonus action only if I haven't moved during this turn. After you use the bonus action, your speed is 0 until the end of turn. So I'm giving myself advantage for my next attack.
All right. Good to know. Cinder, you're up.
To go after Z2 with my sling.
Sling
Is
away.
Z1 still on the ground?
Z1 is still on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna go after Z2. Hopefully I roll high enough to hit. Does a 12 hit?
12 definitely hits.
For 6 bludgeoning damage. And that's it.
All right. That zombie falls to the ground as well. All right. That is crap. I lost count. 6, 6. Okay. All right. Seamus, you're up. 2 zombies on the
All right,
ground.
yep. Real quick, DM. Are you doing the thing where like a critical hit on a hit that knocks a zombie down? Are you counting that as a permanent kill?
Yes, I am.
All right. I'm going to.
As far as you know, they
Come
both
up-
just fell to the ground.
Okay. Oh, better safe than sorry. I'm gonna try to decapitate the one. Z2 there
All right.
with a 23.
23 does hit. Roll
Nice.
damage.
11 damage.
All right. So that's brain not working. Yes. All right. Anything else for you?
Let's see what kind of fun stuff can I do with a bonus action here. I think that's it.
All right. Zombies turn next, and they both stay down. Two dead zombies, and Morium, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna crawl over this zombie and take a look in here and cast a right right here. I'm going to cast a bonfire. So there's lots of light here.
All right. As you step into the room and cast your bonfire, a mummy appears.
Oh, then I'll cast it on the mummy then. Sorry.
All right. Casting it on the mummy, that is a what, dex?
For bonfire, I believe it's Dex. Yeah.
Dex. All right.
DC
That's a 10.
15.
No, that's an 8.
So it takes 5 right now.
All right, and it seems to do a little bit more than you thought it would. Give me
Oh.
just 1 second. I will be right back. All right. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So
I'm
on the
sorry
mummy
that you want to watch Bigfoot.
and Morium, does that end your turn?
Yeah, I did damage, so yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The mummy is going to move out of the fire, and it is going to.
Smack that all on the floor. Beat up a turtle.
No, it's gonna stare at you, and I need
Oh,
you to make a
I'm not.
wisdom save.
I'm not looking back. I swear.
Where-
Ooh, maybe. Probably not.
Mm-mm. um,
Crazy,
you are frightened,
crazy feeling. Oh shit!
and luckily you only failed it by 1, but you are frightened. So on your next turn, you're frightened.
Being 18 here.
And it's also going to rotten fist you.
Oh, that sounds dirty.
Next turn, you're gonna run fist me. That's just. You better spit first.
Oh.
Air?
Uh,
Not even a kiss.
Classic
Oh,
DM moment.
I heard it. I
My
heard it
knight
as it came out of my
says
mouth. I was like,
parental warnings coming.
"Oh God." Okay. Does a 19 hit you? It does.
don't worry, I'm stuck with a rock fist somewhere.
Um.
Uh,
There's the other
Okay,
one.
who made the voodoo dolls of the party?
That's just it, right?
That
He's
is.
gonna do this with his hand in the bag, and my mouth is gonna move. This is what's gonna happen.
That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And 5 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
So one of these.
Ooh, nope.
Yeah, one of those.
Oh,
But
my
you
hip.
roll a
And
9.
it's black too. You made magpie pincushion.
What else? So I'm frightened and what?
You cannot regain hit points, and you now have
What's the condition?
it's mummy rot.
Oh,
Can't regain
okay.
hit points, and since you didn't fail it within a threshold, the rest of it doesn't matter. But
Incrapified.
Hang on a second. I failed it, right?
you did fail it.
Wait 1 sec. Um, I am going to off a failed saving throw. I feel the gods just intervened, came down on me, and I am going to be favored by the gods. I can re-roll So I can roll a 2d4 and add that to the total, possibly changing the outcome. The gods are going to reach down and see if they can help this thing from getting out of my ass.
All right.
Say it, brother. Sing it.
Oh God! And they listened.
All right. You are not. You do not have mummy rot. Your hit point maximum is not decreased by 10 points. And
Mommy house, it's just a wee boat.
and yes, as it starts to take hold, you feel something divine in you swell up, and the rot just pulses off of your body.
Oh,
That's a wee bit of gas.
Oh, man, I
damn
have a
it!
dirty
Pop
mind.
the shit button. I asked for God's help.
What? Let me look at something real quick on your character sheet.
The funny thing is, Mister actually listened. And I'm saying it exactly like Seamus' voice.
What's your? That's what I want to look at. I can't read the rest of it for some reason. Goddess of magic. All
I'm
right.
concerned, guys. The GM can't read his own typing.
Well, no, it cut it off at mag, and I was like,
Oh.
what is the rest of that word? As
Ah.
it pulses off of your body, you hear a womanly voice tell you, "Don't worry, I've got you." And you feel like there's something there with you.
Oh.
Moving on, Magpie, you're up.
Okay, is there any way for me to move through? Or is it blocked?
I'll say that you could probably slide past Morium if you did want to move into the room. But
all right, I want to slide past Morium to try to cut this zombie vampire mummy thing.
All right. I'm going to say that going past Morium will be considered difficult terrain just because of how tight the corridor is. So that'll be double movement for that one move.
Or I may not be blocked for movement, but let me rethink that real quick. Ah. Go back to sleep. And I'm going to cast sleep at first level on the mummy.
You're booking this thing.
It is a
An undead that are asleep.
sends it into a magical slumber.
What does it have to roll?
It does, and it's immune to it, man.
It's undead, yeah.
It's immune.
It could be. I don't know.
What does it have
not
to
sure.
roll?
It hold on.
It doesn't. It's not. It's he rolls the total, and it has to exceed the hit points of the creature or creatures.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll the total then.
Okay.
He didn't exceed the hit points of this mummy. We're gonna get killed. This mummy's gonna be
5, 3, 8. What it says. Okay, so
I don't. I'm pretty sure this is a tough speech.
30.
It just doesn't seem to take hold.
Ah.
Good try though. It isn't immune to it. Just a little DM knowledge. Unless that's considered a charmed effect.
Yes.
Oh, it is? Then yeah, it is immune. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, I was just
So I
looking
get
because
my-
I didn't see sleep.
Okay. Can I get my spell slot back then?
Unfortunately, your character would not have known that it's immune.
He knows now.
You do know now that since it didn't take hold that it didn't work, but your character wouldn't have known that it's immune to sleeping. Unless you want to go ahead and roll a go ahead and roll mm, a wisdom check. Yeah, wisdom check.
Hey, if it doesn't work, you just tell me it don't work.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
it does state so. Actually, it does state right in the spell description that so it's in the description, so he may know it's the undead and creatures that are immune to being charmed
Oh
aren't
yeah,
affected by the
if it's
spell.
in the spell, then yeah,
Oh,
you would
okay.
know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me do something else. Let me
Sorry to.
see.
Oh, that's fine. No, I didn't. I don't have the spell in front of me, so I didn't know what it actually read.
While he's looking that up, if you open another window in D&D Beyond, you should be able to look at sources and click on sources and then player's handbook, and from there you can click on spells and then see them all, so you get a quick reference to them.
I would,
Okay.
but I have 4, 5
Like
D&D
me, 90
Beyonds open right now.
sir, I
All
will
right.
try to you.
I'm going to hit it with chill touch then.
Go for it.
That one.
Probably doesn't hit.
Hope not.
It does not.
Not. Yeah. No.
It's Monday, isn't it?
It is a Monday. In game and
It's
out.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
All
Heck with
right.
us all. We're gonna die.
If that ends Magpie's turn, then
It does. It
Cinder.
does my turn.
Okay, so am I prone? Because it says I'm prone.
You're not. Go ahead and
Yeah.
take that off of her. I can't take that off because I don't
Okay.
have the thingy.
Where is she? There is she.
I need to add that
Bye
pack.
bye.
That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, to move.
Do you have it or do you need it?
I have the pack. I just haven't put it on to here yet.
Oh, okay.
And I can't see the mummy from where I am, can I?
Where you're at, unfortunately, no. These
Okay,
are dead bodies,
then
so you can step over a dead body if you wanted to.
okay. Sure, let's do that. How much did I move already?
5, 10, 15, I want to say 20?
20.
5, 10, yeah, 20.
Okay. So here, I'm assuming that's it.
It'd be difficult
Yep.
terrain to move over there, so there'd be another 20 feet of movement. If
So
you
I
have,
would be kind of stuck on top of the zombie.
yeah, can you move the dead thing off of it, monster?
Yeah.
Just leave it there.
I'll leave
Alone.
it there.
Okay, there we go. I can just hide that and move this over here. I'll just hide the zombies for now. That way they're out of the way.
Now can I see the mummy?
You can see the mummy.
I'm gonna go at it with my sling, because
Sling it.
why not? Sling it. It's been good to me so far. Oh, that's just not right. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Oh, yay. I hope yay anyway. For 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Is this a magical attack?
It's not.
It hits the mummy and bounces off.
Okay, as my
Well,
bonus.
actually, oh yeah, it's a resistance, so it only takes half damage. Yep. Sorry, I misread it. So it does take 4 points of damage.
Okay. As my bonus action, can I cast Magic Stone?
You can. I believe that's a bonus action.
It is.
Yeah.
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 Go for it.
Bonus action,
Does that
yeah.
mean I can chuck this again?
You already used your action.
Yeah, okay. So I have cast 3 magic stones now.
All right, you have 3 stones. Everybody's getting stoned. All right. Is that in your turn?
Yes.
Seamus, you're up. There's a hallway full of people
Okay.
in front of you.
I'm gonna move to the side of the hallway and I'm gonna shout, "Everybody, back out into this room. We're at a distinct tactical disadvantage."
And you would know that being a soldier.
Yep. You're clogging up the choke point. And just briefly explain why clogging up a choke point's a really bad idea.
All right,
Which,
in 6 seconds, you get out that it's a choke point. Get out of there.
yeah. And I'm just gonna hold my action.
All right, hold your action for if an enemy comes through.
Yep.
Sounds good. Zombies are gone. So Morium, you're up.
I'm frightened though, right?
You are frightened, which means you can't move any closer to it. I believe is the only thing with frightened.
That's right. I can't move any closer to it.
Yes, and
Just means I'm afraid. That's it.
yeah, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's in sight.
Right. Except that doesn't affect ones that spells where he has to write. He has to make a save, does it?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Then I will then turn and try to cast Mind Sliver on it.
Mind Sliver. What's the
That's an int. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, the int save 15.
All right. He fails it, or
So
it
it takes
fails it.
it fails it. Oh, look at that. It takes 6 points of damage,
All right.
and its saving throw, it has a minus of a 1d4.
All right. 1d4. 6 points of damage. You said.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right.
I'm going to move one square over, opening the gap.
All right. Opening the gap. And you said 1d4 if it attacks you, right? Or is it just in general?
D4 from the next saving throw.
Saving throw hurt. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had it correct.
Yep.
All right, and you move over that way.
Mhm.
Cool. Go ahead and roll another wisdom save.
12.
12. Just 1 second. I gotta get back to that screen. So many things going on at one time.
Time, boss.
Stand by, stand by, stand by. What is it doing? Why is it loading like the entire thing over? What was your okay? You are no longer frightened
Oh, oh,
Nice.
at the end of your
okay.
turn.
I'll take that. Thank you.
All right. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I had the DC correct. All right. If that ends your turn, then Mummy is up now. The Mummy is going to move forward. And it is going to, let me roll this real quick, see if it gets it back. Gets it back. It's going to Dreadful Glare down the hallway. I need Cinder and Magpie to roll a wisdom saving
Mhm. 21.
19.
throw. All right, you guys are not dreadfully glared. And then it is going to Rotting.
Well, you.
It's going to Rotting Fist Cinder. Dice. God, do that every single time.
Lady.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'll just re-roll it because it hit the floor. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit.
Okay.
The other one was a natural 20.
See?
All right.
The luck
So that
dice.
ends the mummy's turn.
I'm just more concerned that that its attack has a name. How much damage does it do?
It does a
My
lot.
worry.
Um,
I'd be like, it's like getting hit by the Seamus. I don't want to get hit by that either.
yeah, it does a lot of damage. Okay. Ends the mummy turn. Magpie, you're up.
Okay, I am going to fall back, ready my short bow, and I am going to launch an arrow uh into the mummy.
Into the mummy.
Yes.
All right. Go for it.
Ooh,
8 doesn't hit.
No,
that's
one.
also natural one.
No.
Oh,
No.
natural 1. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. I just saw the 8 pop up. I didn't see the 1 pop up. That was my bad. I wasn't on the roll screen.
He's keeping by his 7s and 8s tonight.
6.
God, I hate this. Okay, so as you pull it and loose the arrow, the string on your bow snaps. I was really hoping you would have rolled good on that. All right. Cinder, it's your turn if Magpie is done.
I'm moving out of the way and listening to Seamus.
If
All
you
right.
move, you opportunity attack.
What's that?
If you move, you take an opportunity attack. Except you are special. You have big, heavy legs. No, you can hop. I believe.
I can hop.
I
I
believe
can
your
rabbit.
rabbit hut doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
It does not.
It does not.
Well, which way do you want me to hop?
Backwards.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop 10 feet.
Let Seamus.
Don't magpie. He is meat target.
And I'm going to mark it off on my sheet. And I'm also going to, I'm going to go at it with my magic stone.
Go for it.
Magpie is bad luck.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit. And this is a magical attack, so it will take full damage.
Excellent. That's a whole 7 points.
Hey, that's better than 1 point.
It's better than no points, yeah.
Better than no points too. All right. Anything else
And
for you,
that is
Cinder?
it. No, that's it.
All right, Seamus, what you doing?
Yell around the corner. Miriam, are you able to get out of there?
There is mummy in way.
Hmm. Oh, I don't want to ignore my own advice and clog the hallway. Am I able to get down and around over here or now?
That would be 5, 10, 15. That'd be 20 feet of movement.
Okay, I can do that then.
Yes.
Bonus action, the rage. So the mummy will have to make a dex save.
Dex save for a mummy. Extremely dexterous creatures. That is a 1.
Okay. So he will take 4 points of lightning damage.
All right.
Then with a reckless attack,
All right.
I'm going to swing my great axe, which would be an advantage. 18.
18 definitely hits.
Okay. 16 points of damage, and he will have advantage if he decides to attack me.
All right. That's Seamus's go. Morium, you're up.
I'm gonna see. Is there a rock on the ground?
There's a
Or
lot of
prepare
rocks
them?
on the ground.
So I'm gonna grab 2 rocks off the ground. I'm gonna twin the spell. Twin spell catapult 2 rocks into his back,
All right, into his back.
and he's gonna make DC 15 save
Dexterity.
minus D4. Dexterity save minus D4.
All right. All right. Well, the first one doesn't matter if it has a D4 on it or not. This one does. Where's the D4? Minus 1. That's a 17. So
That's one
1
more.
does hit.
Yeah. So 16 points of damage.
Oh,
That's
I
some
could have
heft
twinned that.
behind it. Yeah.
32 damage and
Let
less than
me do
12
some
seconds.
math real quick. 13, this. All right, this thing's looking hurt. Anything else for you, Morium? This thing's looking real hurt.
As a bonus
Not
action,
red.
I am going to. No,
Not red.
I'm not. I'm not. Hold
Red is
that.
dead. All right.
I'm good.
Mummy's turn. Since you were the last one that hit it, let me roll this real quick. It does not get it back. But he did do more damage to it. You know what? I'm gonna leave it up to the dice. Leave it up to the dice. We're going with the purple green dice. All right, cool. Seamus.
Yeah.
It's gonna attack you.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
17 does hit. All right.
Yep.
That is. Oh, okay. I was trying to read. 7 points of damage, half to 3, and then another. Where's my other one? 12 points of damage, half to 6.
Is the 12 physical? Or.
Oh, it's necrotic.
Yep, so I'd take the full 12
Oh,
there.
Before you continue that, so he uses that his rotting fist is the only attack he has, right?
Yes.
So can I will use my reaction to cast silvery barbs on the puppy.
All right. Silvery Barbs is a what?
It's a reaction. He has to re-roll. Has to re-roll it and use the lower roll.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's either I give 50% chance that he rolls lower than your AC.
All right. So that would be a 23 to hit. I rolled a 18 on the die.
An
All right.
18. Okay. Oh, well, I tried. Sorry, Ben.
That's
Sorry.
all good.
All right. So you took that damage. I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah. Nope, that's just a regular con save. That not. Yep. Yeah, there we are. 25.
All right. You are good.
Yeah.
You would have been good with the other one too. I was going to take whichever one was higher. All right. And it does have multi-attack. So it is going to go in with another Rotting Fist. Okay, that is a 9 on the die, so I know that doesn't hit. And that ends the mummy's turn. Magpie, you're up. The hallway is clear for attacks.
Hallway is clear. I'm going to look at the mummy, straighten up, recovered from the travesty that is my bow. I'm going to look at the mummy and go, why so furious? Casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
All right, what's the DC? What?
Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. Straight roll. That is a 13 on the dice. That I'm going to count that as a failure. The mummy starts laughing hysterically. I am going to need Moriam and Seamus to make a con save for me.
Yep. Dirty 20.
It's a creature of choice. It shouldn't be a.
It's not the spell that's affecting them.
Okay.
All right,
15.
you both succeeded. You're fine. All right, Seamus, anything else, or more Magpie? Anything else for you?
No, I'm going to concentrate and keep him laughing on the floor.
All right, Cinder.
Going after Mummy with magical rock number 2.
It is
Magi rock.
pro. It is pro.
It is
and
prone.
incapacitated, unable to stand up to 1 action. Or no,
Oh.
as long as I concentrate for a minute, it will stay prone unless it makes a saving throw. Or if it has been, target has advantage on saving throw. If it's been triggered by damage on success, it spell ends. So make it a good one.
All right. No pressure. Let's get a nat 20 here.
It is prone,
Not
so
gonna
if
be
you're
nat
with
20.
range, it'd be okay. Never mind. With range, it'd be disadvantaged since it's on the ground, right?
If it's
Uh,
prone, isn't that an
No.
auto crit?
What am I thinking? Oh, it's the other way around. Okay.
So I have with advantage?
Yes.
Yes, you have advantage.
Oh, good, because
I
that was a
thought you
nat.
only had advantage with melee weapons, not range, if it's on the ground.
sure. Yeah, all the spell says is if he falls prone,
Yeah.
becomes incapacitated and unable to stand
Well,
for
yeah,
the
I know
spell
that,
duration.
but it's more the prone condition. What it.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 22 hit?
A 22 would definitely hit. I just gotta make
All
sure
right.
that I'm reading it right. Prone creatures. An attack roll against this creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So it would have had disadvantage.
Do range attacks have a disadvantage when prone? When you make a range check spell, you have disadvantage attack roll if you're within 5 feet.
Yeah, you have advantage if you're within 5 feet. You have
Oh, no.
disadvantage otherwise.
And it's one of those long-winded answers on D&D.
Oh yeah.
It
Okay.
says the rule only states when you're within 5 feet, so you get disadvantage on an attack, a ranged attack, on a creature within 5 feet, but doesn't actually state anything about ranged. So
Yeah, on the paralyzed condition or the prone condition itself. Is it prone and paralyzed?
no, prone.
Oh, it's just prone. Prone, it just says an attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
It's okay. We move on. I'll see what we find for later.
So we can ignore the damage then?
I'm gonna go ahead and take the damage just because I'm very confused right now. But
It was 8 points.
this
I'll
thing,
take.
the mummy drops to the ground.
Yay!
All right.
Mummy.
Seamus, you're up.
Fire rock.
Well, you can't trust the undead when they're on the ground.
And that also broke my spell since he took damage.
So first I'm gonna
Well, since he went
Stomp.
unconscious.
I'm gonna stomp not on the mummy, but next to the mummy, shooting out some lightning at him. So
Alright.
he's down, so he's not gonna be able to
He's not gonna be
dex
able
his
to
way
dex
out of that.
that. No.
2 lightning damage,
Alright.
and then another reckless attack. 27.
27 will hit.
All right. For an extra 12 points of damage on top of everything.
Alright, at this point, there's no way this thing's getting back up. It's dead.
Yay!
All right. So I come down with a great axe, chop its head off, and then fling its head back out the hallway.
I'm just gonna pull these guys back up just so that
It's a real thing with heads.
You know where they're at. Off with their head.
That's how you know they're dead.
All right. You guys are out of initiative.
Okay. I'm going to call the action of policing and searching.
Would anybody else
All
like
right.
to search and police as well? Because it would take a lot of time if you do it by yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to go through this mummy room.
All right.
I'll
Well-
check zombie number 2.
All right. When you guys are done, can we huddle up out here in this room?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. Magpie, make a general investigation or perception check. Cinder, investigation or perception on the zombie. And Morium, you know what to do.
General investigation is a 9.
9. You can tell that these walls have been here for a very long time.
Okay.
Cinder, perception on the zombie. The zombie looks completely tattered. Its pockets have holes in it. It doesn't really have anything on it. Morium
'Kay.
with a 9. Looking through the room. I'm going to ask you, where do you look exactly in the room?
I was more so looking at the mummy and in the floor area, because if there's anything with boxes, I hadn't looked around yet. I wanted to make sure that everything on this thing, just the mummy,
Okay,
mainly.
the mummy itself, with a 9, I'm going to say that you find a gold ring worth about 400 gold.
Oh. Okay.
Um,
The party just got just triple our treasure, just so you know.
it is a mummy inside an Egyptian tomb.
In the middle of Nevada.
In the
In the
middle
middle
of
of Nevada.
Nevada. Yes.
They moved it, sir.
This is only the first part.
Bird, come check in sarcophagus.
Okie
Get up
dokie.
there.
Now get my feathered butt over here. All right.
Do you have
Here,
dark vision?
hold on.
He still does, yes.
Yes. The answer is
Okay.
yes. I was just wondering if he remembered.
Yes.
Oh,
It's all good.
11.
An 11 in the sarcophagus. Inside here, you see a bunch of dead scarab beetles. You also see a couple of urns, and you see 2 gold pieces laying to the sides of an indention where the body would have been at. And let me
Okay.
roll a.
I hand them up as I'm crawling down through here.
All right. Also, you find 3 pieces of really fine linen
Oh,
that has been really well preserved. And you see a small wooden figurine.
okay. I'm going to scurry back up and hand these to the bunny lady because that seems to be what I do.
You get 2 pieces of fine linen, a small wooden figurine, and 2 gold pieces. Now, Magpie, as you are looking
Yeah.
down into this sarcophagus, you do notice that the gold medallion around your neck starts glowing the closer you get into the sarcophagus.
I'd be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna lean back around, glancing down at the medallion.
I'm watching him.
It starts glowing a little brighter as you lean your head down into it.
Okay, I'll crawl back in.
Crawling into the sarcophagus?
Yes.
And I'm going to watch over the edge just to see if I can grab him at the last second before he gets sucked into oblivion.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Mm.
I will make an attack roll to try and catch him if he starts falling or going somewhere, just so we're
23.
23. All right, you feel a tug at as you're laying in there. You feel a tug at the medallion, but it doesn't
No,
seem to
my
come off.
shiny. That's my shiny.
It's still glowing while you're laying in there.
My shiny you can't have.
Um,
This is the first time that you've been this close to an old dead spot with that medallion on.
Weird. Why interested in my shiny?
All right. I'm going to say that you guys go ahead and search since it's just free action. You search the rubble of the other sarcophagus. The thing starts glowing a little bit as you get close to it, but it's a lot dimmer than the other one. And you find another 2 gold pieces under some rubble and a bunch of smashed urns with uh, herbs in them.
any of the herbs I can identify. I'm going to put in my component punches.
You can put them in as general herbs. They're all pretty dried and wilted, but they could be used as a spell component.
Yep.
That's really weird.
I'm gonna crawl back out of the sarcophagus.
All right, as you get back out and are outside the sarcophagus, your pendant's no longer glowing. Your medallion. It's not a pendant.
Magpie is confused.
I'm looking at the medallion, wondering why it was glowing as I was getting close to the sarcophagus.
All right.
This
You found everything that you could find as far as perception checks and investigation checks and things. Um, and you guys are doing whatever you do.
I don't know much about magic things. Anyone know magic things?
Yes.
You do?
Go ahead and
No, I just out of my ass. What?
roll me a knowledge arcana check.
For who?
Me.
Morium.
Mhm.
17. With the 17, looking at this thing pretty closely, you can tell that it is a varying coin. I'll give you that.
A varying point?
A ferrying, like as in like a boat, a
Oh.
ferry.
You know, Bert, the thing around your neck, it looks familiar to coins that were used by the ferrymen to cross over in some cultures, like a ferryman to ferry people over to the dead spaces, and they would use that for dead people when they. Just so you know, it's probably why it's glowing.
And you did
Don't
get,
know why.
if you
Would
remember,
have
you
to
did
figure.
get that off of a witch.
So maybe you want to be careful. Just saying, hang on to it with lots of strength. That is all. I'm going over to talk to Seamus.
All right.
Graven rule of acquisition. Say, give to dead what is theirs.
I take the pendant off and flick it into the grave or into the sarcophagus.
All right.
I'm going to try and grab that in the air.
All right. Go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
How long gonna look?
Oh,
Oh,
you
nice.
snatch it. 21.
What are you doing?
You don't know what this could do if give to them direct. You could blow us up.
If they want the shine, you give shiny things. Right?
Oh, just because evil wants more evil, don't give evil. Can I hold for you a little while longer till we figure out what is? Please? Just give me a nod of beak. Uh, uh. I know you understand me. I want beak up or down or side to side, one or the other. I'll put it away in bag of holding. Hopefully I don't blow up.
I'm annoyed.
I mean,
Sleight of hand. I'm gonna kung fu snatch it out of his hand.
go
You
ahead
break
and
my strength.
yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. That is a
Nope,
really
probably not. 16.
yeah, no. That was a really high roll that he got there.
I just chuck it in the bag of holding.
Don't
All right, as you chuck
understand
it into
why
the bag of holding,
problem.
no, I'm just kidding. It goes into the bag of holding and it's fine.
I blow myself up. I don't know. Oh look, Morium is ferry to River Styx. Oh, happy times.
When earlier in day, when Magpie saw glint, the helmet with horns glint off of it.
yeah, but that
Now
was a
undead, Magpie coin, Magpie pendant.
I'll let you try and connect those dots as everybody groups up with Morium.
Hmm.
Or not with Morium, with Seamus. Sorry, I've called everybody else's name this session, I believe.
Bird, here, drink this. I no understand. I think you have drunk now. I give him a bottle of mead.
He may need that. For his yeah, he's probably gonna need
Magpie have several holes.
that. I'll let you try and connect those dots. Seamus, up to you. Down.
Okay. So I summon all my knowledge of fighting goblins underground for years. I look at everybody. All right, everybody. What do you see right here?
Uh, is this a trick question?
It might be.
Magpie blood?
Okay, I'm gonna say sandstone, brick, and probably mortar.
What I see from a battlefield perspective and somebody who's fought underground in tight spaces for years is a choke point. Now, when we all bunch up together here, we are at a distinct disadvantage. So what I suggest we do from now on in these tight little corridors is instead of rushing in, we spread out and we try to cull whatever's in these rooms out to us so we have a distinct advantage against them. Bird or Magpie, you are really good stealth, yeah?
Yes, Magpie is good.
So
In many
just
things.
just imagine this here for a second. You're standing here on one side of the door while I'm standing on the other. Something comes through that door. They don't know you're there. You can hit them pretty hard, I imagine, if they don't know you're there, yeah?
Aye.
So, and then we have the other two standing out here, and they could be as a bait. Well, they come, whatever comes through these narrow passageways will be subject to our.
Magpie was boxed in.
Mhm.
No tactical
Yes,
advantage.
I do get that at the point, but when we see a narrow corridor like this, just for future reference, let's try the cool stuff out first before we go rushing in, because then everybody gets bunched up, and as you've experienced, took quite a beating down there. There's nothing we could do about it.
Magpie has broken bones.
Exactly. So next time, 'cause I'm looking at this place, I'm imagining this isn't the only narrow corridor through here. I suggest we take your time. We set up an ambush first before we go, and bum rush in a room.
Valid plan. Meat shield goes first.
So is everybody all right with setting up ambushes before we go charging headlong into narrow corridors?
Near about the beginning, about the mid explanation, I sit down on my button and pull out some pie.
I agree.
I just look at the remains of my bow and shake my head.
All right. Well, that's settled. Let's continue on, shall we?
Mm.
It is 11:37. Do we want to?
I think we just sit and have a bit of a short rest, maybe have some food. No,
Yeah, I'm good with a short
I
rest.
think I think that's a good idea.
All right. So I think my hit die is a D12.
oh, that must be nice.
Oh, it's 2 plus con, so 6.
You can add more hit dice after 2, up to the 4th. I'm going to use hit dice too as well.
Yeah, I'll roll one more. That's much better. All right.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry and create 10 good berries and give everybody 3.
All right.
And I'll keep 1 for myself.
It does 1d4 healing each, right?
No, they do 1 point of
Yeah.
healing, I think each.
Yeah.
Yes,
One-
1d4.
One
Actually,
point of
1d8.
yeah.
1d8 plus
popping.
7.
I
I'm popping all.
All right. How much are we getting?
as much as I play druid, I have actually never used the spell Goodberry.
3 each.
Yeah,
Or
I think it's 1
right?
point each.
2 or 3 each.
2 or 3 each.
10 by
Okay,
4.
let me read.
You get 10, so you get 2 of us get 3, and 2 of us get 2. So if you're even on them.
No, eating a berry. Sorry, my iPad's plugged in over here. Eating a good berry restores 1 point,
Okay.
1 hit.
I like the D4 that the DM said. I'm going with that.
Yeah, I was cool with that too.
Hey, either
Popping
way,
all 3 of them.
popping
So you
3.
guys each get 3, and then I'll take 1, and they also give you nourishment.
Yeah, they're full day's food.
Yeah, they're a
I knew
full
that
day's
much.
food. So yeah.
Nice.
I'm
You guys feel
feeling
full except
mighty
for
full.
Morium as he's still eating pie.
No, I mean slowly. I'm taking my time. I'm just enjoying it.
I'm still bleeding, but I have a full tummy.
Did you use
So
hit die?
I used 3 hit die of my 4, and I'm back to full hit points.
Magpie, did you use hit die?
No, is this a short rest?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
short rest.
Okay, I can. Let's see. I have 1d8. I'm gonna use 2.
You can use 2 and then choose to use another if you don't get enough hit points too. That's in the rules.
Yes.
That was fine. It put me with the good berries and the short rest. I'm 2 points shy of good to go.
Awesome.
Okay.
So are we continuing further? Or are we going to call it here?
I think this is a good place to stop, at least for me.
I think so,
Um,
just because of where we are in the adventure as well and where we are in the dungeon. I mean, anything we encounter is another hour. So
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, this is a good place to call.
I gotta work in the morning otherwise. I mean, mentally no problem. Morium can go all night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The ladies, right, for sure. But no, Mark will have to get up in the morning, and Mark may just cause Morium to get hit by a Magpie's sleep spell.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go test it on myself here pretty soon.
Well, thank you guys for watching again tonight. And we will definitely catch you in the next one. Anybody else want to say anything before we sign off?
Bye.
Peace,
Thanks
Drake.
for
Thank you,
watching.
guys.
Check
And
out
bye.
Make sure to
check
hit
out the
the
Knights of the campaign.
Like,
yeah
follow, subscribe, for the Canadians.
yeah
Thank you from the Canucks up here, eh? It's cold now. So we,
yeah.
like,
And
like,
I'm also in another campaign with Professor Rage down there that it's on YouTube. Check out the Knights of Astera, and I'm also in a campaign up there with Mark, and that goes on Sundays